my god, hi! Hello everybody, hope everyone's having a fantastic morning, afternoon, or evening, depending where you are. More Final Fantasy today. It's a little EP time right now, so I'm having my cozy gear on right now. So yeah, welcome in Tomochi, thank you for being first. Welcome in Soot, thank you for the hydrate. It did hydrate pre-stream, so thank you for that. Welcome in Val. Yeah, I don't know what the Stardew thing is, but I've been seeing it everywhere, so I'm just like, so you know, I figured I'd like clickbait everyone into stream today, you know, the classic. But yeah, I was just streaming yesterday, so it feels like I would just like, I mean, I literally just streamed yesterday, but pretty good day. Just feeling really eepy because, you know, it's period time, so you know, all my what is it called, AFAB, assigned female at birth, all of us, we know the deal. When the period starts to get really eepy, and this is like hitting me really hard this time. I don't know why. Like I'm getting a little more sleep, but like still, like at the end of the day, I'm just like, man, I'm so eepy. And I don't know why, but I'm like, my brain is still active, so I'm just like, oh yeah, I want to do all these things mentally. So like if I laid down, I probably couldn't sleep, but then my body's just like, oh man, snuggle up into bed and, you know, lay awake for hours because your brain can't fall asleep. Yeah. So yeah, we're playing more Final Fantasy. I have kind of a goal of where I'd like to go for this stream. I'm not sure if we'll get to it, but basically, yesterday, welcome in, Nox. How you doing? Hope you're fantastic. Thank you for the hydrate. I will do that. I no longer have water next to me, and today I have tea because I'm eepy, and maybe that'll help. It doesn't usually help, but maybe it will help. So I'm waiting for that to cool down, but I'll do that as soon as it does. It literally just came off the water heater, so you know, don't want to burn my tongue. But yeah, so yesterday we got into Yolmore, and basically Alphino's kind of distracting our patrons while we investigate. And I think last time we like finished up like looking around this area, and now we're gonna be looking on the second tier, which is where the police are. So we're gonna see some horrible people today. But yeah, so I don't have really much to say in pre-stream. It's a rarity for me, just because like I literally had a solo stream yesterday. So like whenever I'm in that situation, it's just like, well, all of my conversation topics have been already spent. Time to play game. Though actually, I like, no joke, I was kind of tempted to play Stardew today, but I didn't. But I was also just like, man, I have to keep I have to play more Final Fantasy, you know, to meet my deadline. Which it's strange to say that I was tempted to play Stardew, just because if you know me, or Vel for that matter, you know that Stardew hasn't impressed us over the years. Like, we are huge fans of Story of Seasons and Rune Factory, so we really like, we kind of grew up with the OG farming sims. But when we got into Stardew, when we started playing Stardew for the first time, both of us kind of had the same opinion, where it didn't impress us, and we were just like, okay, yeah, it's fun to play. And for me, I was like, okay, this is fun, but the heart really isn't there, because why I play farming sims is for the story, for the characters, like meeting everybody. And to me, Stardew doesn't really have that spirit with it. Because like, to me, all of the characters feel very, very two-dimensional. And you might be like, well, no, Story of Seasons characters are also two-dimensional, but it's different. It's different with Story of Seasons and Stardew, like, severely. But yeah, I might get into it during the stream if I'm feeling spicy, but that's like my opinion. But with the new update, I am like a little tempted, because apparently they added more dialogue. So I'm like, okay, did you add a personality too? So like I'm like a little tempted to like get into Stardew again, just to like see what happened and what changed, because apparently it's a really big one. Like they added a bunch of events, like new dialogue. So I'm like, you get another chance, Stardew. Maybe it depends on my mood though. Maybe if I'm really feeling really spicy, I might like try it over the weekend. Maybe I'll stream it, maybe I won't. It's all up to how if this eepiness keeps on happening, because like at this rate, man, eepy. Hey, let's get into it. So we have to go downstairs because we can't use the elevator right now because we're the bonded. We can't freely use things like elevators. We have to use the stairs every time, which means every single day I get sweaty and gross just walking up and down the stairs, and they have to live with that. So yeah, here's our next destination, is this area. Welcome to the Yulmoran Army headquarters. That said, there's likely not to be here much of interest to you here. I think there is like a aetheryte point here that we should grab. We can go to the aetheryte points, we just can't get the aetheryte yet because we can't. Yeah, you know, jail, the usual. And I've been like at work, I've been like preparing for like, because right now I work in an office, and so like when I move, I'm transitioning to a work from home kind of thing. So we're kind of like discussing like some things, mainly like get my equipment ready. My equipment just came in, so IT called me just like, hey, what do you want to do about this? So we're already scheduled like things to help me like get my computer all set up and shit for with the new stuff, and it's gonna be chill. It's gonna be interesting. I have only worked from home. This might be surprising for someone who's worked through COVID, but I've only worked from home like probably in total about a week, because there's a time when I was a secretary, I had to work from home a week because I was exposed to COVID. So like I had to work from home, and I was just like, I don't know what I'm doing. like IT had to call me from home, and they're like, okay, we're gonna put like this, we're gonna have you access the work computer through like this VPN thing. You have to set it up in your own computer. So I was okay. I'm like, okay, I just want to get a paycheck, please help me. So like that was like a week of chaotic stuff, and then I had to work from home like a couple days at this current job just because like the snow got bad. I couldn't drive home, drive like there and back safely. But that was like literally just me like checking emails all day. I wasn't actually working. But it's gonna be interesting actually doing it like full time. My partner's been doing it full time for like years now, so he's gonna be my like expert to guide me through the work from home experience. Got a weepling or sob, sniff. You're one of the bonded, aren't you? Like me. Please, I need your help. My throat, I can't sing anymore. I've been making excuses, but it's not getting any better. If my patron thinks I'm no use to him, then I need you to sneak out of the derelicts and describe my condition to Thorark. Here's a list of symptoms and a hunk of meal to pay for his medicines. Please, I have nowhere else to turn to. Okay, so we have to go to the derelicts, which is the first, which is like where a bunch of people, you know, live in shacks. That is going to be very interesting for me. Just a new life experience all around, like the whole like going to a new state, working from home full time. It's going to be weird, but I'm excited for it. I've been wanting change for a very, very long time. So it's just one of the parts, one of the kind of sacrifices, I guess, for me. Because I do, it is another like rarity for people who work for COVID, but I do like going to an office. I've always worked like really close to like places I've always lived very close to places I've worked, so I never really had a bad commute. So just kind of like you wake up, drive over, like you wake up and 5 minutes later you're at the office. So I've never had to like deal with long commutes ever. And honestly, I get to take advantage of that even more because now it's just like, oh, I wake up, walk over to my computer and log in rather than getting in a car. So that'll be cool. I'm also excited to decorate, because I'm gonna have like a separate office room for myself. It's gonna be the smallest. It's good, an even shorter commute. I know. I just get to roll out. Hi, Soren. How you doing? Hope you're fantastic. I mean, honestly, once for one of my jobs, like I literally lived like less than 3 minutes away from where I lived. Like I was like 2 streets away. So like I'm gonna go back to like that kind of living. I'm gonna love it. Right now I'm like a solid like 10 minutes away from where I work, which isn't bad, but I've had better. God, I remember I told at that job where I was only 3 minutes away, I told one of my coworkers I lived that close, and she called me a brat. We had a walkable commute, so nice actually. It wasn't really walkable, just because like the town that I lived in was not biker friendly, not walking friendly, as in there weren't sidewalks for a lot of the walk. So I would be like either walking in people's yards or on the road. So like I drove in every day because it was free parking anyway. Who gives a shit? But it was just like, man, yeah, yeah. I'm trying to think. Yeah, honestly, most of the places around where I live, like the state I live in, is not walkable unless you're like in the city, and I'm like outskirts of the city where things aren't really walkable. Teehee, you need medicines, tonics, potions? A cure for an ailing voice, is it? No medicine will cure this. Methinks your songbird has a lump in her throat. This must be cut out, excised, and even then the voice may never heal properly. Teehee, poor little songbird. Will they kick her from the nest, I wonder? Or simply silence her chirps? Oh, your face! You didn't know? Of the many hopefuls who enter the city, very few are ever seen to leave, even as corpses. Oh, you might see one or two fortunate fools hurled from the balconies, but the rest? Gone. A town of nightmares it is. Not for this ship's rat. Oh, no. I am content to scurry around down here and nibble on the crumbs which fall from the table. This consultation is over. You have my verdict and I have my meal. Good day. Well, I should get the other derelicts spot before I go back up. Yeah, in general, Yolmore is so good for G-posing. Like, these ships here, they're so cool. Okay, and the Aetherite point should be over here. Yeah. Yeah, it's such a cool area. Like, you can't really do anything with this place, because you got all the fancy shit up at the top, then like the jail cell aesthetic stuff in the middle, and then all this like the derelict ships, the slums, all down here. And speaking of slums, I really want to replay Final Fantasy VII at some point. I did get it on Steam. I'm just like, it's been so long since I played 7. I've been like really feeling it lately, especially with the remake, the next remake part coming out. I'm not a fan of the remakes, but I am a fan of 7. So I'm like, oh yeah. What if I went and played 7? 7 was my first Final Fantasy, so I'm always very nostalgic towards it. Did you get my medicine? So that's it. What am I to do if I can't sing? Ah, there you are, my sweet canary. Have you been crying again? Don't tell me your voice is still not on the mend. Oh, generous sir, have mercy. I've done all I can, but even the apothecary said... Apothecary said... So you've been suffering all this time. I am sorry, my pet. I hadn't realized your affliction was this grave, but you needn't fret. I'll not reward your hours of trilling by casting you out into the street. You are too kind, sir. But what use am I if I cannot sing? I feared the day I become more of a burden to you than a treasure. Then I shall have a word with Lord Valthree and arrange for your ascension. In that paradise where resides neither pain nor illness will your song ring out clearly once again. Or mayhap you think it a step too far? You would do that for me? Of course. Why, I would wish to hasten my own ascension knowing your blessed instrument was waiting there to greet me. Ascension? Ascension? Oh, you must be a new arrival. Allow me to explain. As all know, the Sin Eaters existed to devour the sinful, but also did they serve to gather the souls of the innocent and shepherd them into celestial paradise. It is through Lord Valthree that we learn this truth. It is through Lord Valthree's grace that free people of Yulmore are destined to embrace salvation. We are blessed to spend our days surrounded by love and merriment, until at last we are called out for our final rapture. Even the bonded may find a place within that host, should their patrons deem them worthy. Lord Valthree is truly a great man, isn't he? Now, if you excuse us, we must be on our way. May you find eternal salvation for the compassion you have shown to my precious canary. Huh. Well, that definitely it doesn't sound like a cult at all. Oh my god, hi Azza. How you doing? Hope everybody's going. Let me start the timer. Oh shit, I got updates from Patreon, yo. Why? Actually, let me check first. Is my tea okay to drink now? It's still like a little hot, but I still got a drink out of it. Not the perfect temperature yet. Thank you. Hope you're having a good time in Yulmore. I know it's great. I love cults. I love being in a death cult, don't you? We just learned about Ascension, where, you know, when they're ready to go, they can become a Sin Eater. Right. The timer. 3, 2, 1, let's go, Cabal. Yeah, very, very good time in Yulmore, Cabal. It's got a smile and eat your meal, Cabal. Exactly, Cabal. I love the sinister, really white-looking butts, Kupo. I love some white ass, Kupo. Oh yeah, I have to walk up myself, Kupo. The whole expansion is my jam, beautiful but very fucked up, Kupo. I know, right? Especially with like, I was raving about this yesterday, Kupo, but like the fact that like it does the whole aesthetic where the angels are like evil and like everything that would normally be associated with like goodness and like health and good things, Kupo, are all like warped and made into bad things, Kupo. I love it so much, Kupo. Such a good expansion, Kupo. Like I even replaying the first bits of it have given me chills, Kupo. Like I forgot how good it was, Kupo. Oh, Alphina's working on the painting, Kupo. Oh, it's cute, Kupo. He's so good at this, Kupo. It's good to see you back, Kupo. You're taking so long, I began to worry something had happened, Kupo. I've begun sketching an outline for the portrait, but nay, the chimes appear otherwise occupied, Kupo. Please share your investigations what your investigation have gleaned thus far, Kupo. Yeah, I love the chais, Kupo. They're the sweetest, Kupo. I love them, Kupo. So, Lord Valthree boasts some manner of influence over the Sin Eaters, does he, Kupo? That would explain the reverie which he is held by the citizenry, Kupo. And as for this ascension business, Kupo, I cannot help but be put in mind that the apothecary and his ominous remarks, Kupo. So many folk have entered the city over the years. Then where do they go, Kupo? Huh? My partner just got something delivered, Kupo, so like I'm sure the delivery person definitely was hearing some like me talking about that, Kupo. Probably heard, Kupo. Wonder what they think now of us, Kupo. It doesn't matter, we're moving in 2 weeks, Kupo. Oh god, we're moving in 2 weeks, Kupo. Oh shit, Kupo. Salter is behind you, Kupo. Ah! Ah, Kupo! I take my eye off you for one moment and you're chatting away with that assistance of yours, Kupo. Am I to assume the outline is done then, Kupo? What in the blazes, Kupo? What? It looks good, Kupo. It's cute, Kupo. Yeah, get the mentality, leave them living rent-free in your mind, Kupo. Honestly, good mindset for everything, Kupo. I just imagine if I ever get like, something ever starts bothering me, Kupo, like a person or whatever, and I'm just like, oh yeah, man, I'm getting bad feelings here, Kupo. I'm just like, yo, they're not paying me to think about them, Kupo. Why should I think about them for free, Kupo? They don't matter to me, Kupo. I mean, a special exception is made for one of my previous bosses, Kupo. I do think about her sometimes, and the fact that I kind of like, she was not kind to me, Kupo, so I kind of left with like a lot of things undone that needed to be done very quickly, Kupo, and I'm just like, I hope that screwed you over, Kupo. Yeah, exactly. Taking value Astarian space. I can't let up a bunch of my brain space that could be taken up by more Astarian, Kupo. Like, that would be good space to think about more Astarian commissions, Kupo, because you know I'm getting more, Kupo. I've been going through my fan art recently, and I'm like, I mean, fan art for myself, Kupo, and man, I've been getting a lot, Kupo, and it's not gonna stop, Kupo. Man, I was just thinking, because I haven't even gotten art of like Nur and Anders, Kupo. It's all Astarian, Kupo. Thank you. Shut up. Thank you for the redeem. Yeah, like I was just thinking, like, you know, like Anders is still one of my favorite characters of all time. I have not gotten any art with him. At one point I was planning on it, like I was reserved for an artist. Like I was on a wait list for an artist, and then like at the last minute I changed it to some other idea, because like I forget what, but I changed it to something else because I needed something else at that time, and then I never ended up getting my my Anders commission. So maybe someday I'll get it. It's so unflattering. Explain yourself, Alphino. Where's your artistic interpretation? It should evoke images of affluence and nobility and overwhelm the viewer with its boundless beauty. Lord Chai, you say that this portrait was to commemorate your anniversary. Yours being a joyous union, it seemed to me that a realistic portrayal. Realistic? I don't want realism. I want perfection. A spectacle to slacken jaws and weaken knees, to make people cry out in amazement. Now fetch a blank canvas and... Say, did that come from above? Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. A tale to make you quiver and your noble blood freeze. There is a villain on the loose, set to ruin our fair city. But our lord has got him now, and his fate will not be pretty. Yes, the hammer of justice is poised to come crashing down, and one and all who'd watched it all fall are invited to join his lordship in an offer. A malcontent? How dreadful! And this man is to face sentencing? That's right. In fact, if you're curious, it might be worth you going along for the experience. The offer they mentioned is part of the emergent, the level above us where Lord Valtteri resides. Ordinarily, you would be barred from entering, but it seems like they'll be opening its doors for the next little while. The crown lift will take you up there. You had better not dawdle then. I don't get it. The portrait's very, very cute. You'll be careful on that malcontent, won't you? I would so hate for you to come into any harm. Although I imagine Lord Valtteri has the villain well under control. If you want to see justice being served, stop dawdling and take the crown lift up to the emergent. All right, well, let's go see the villain. Let's meet this Lord Valtteri. Still a little too hot.
That's him. That's Valtteri.
Oh, hi Valtteri. There's somebody on Tumblr who loves that man. There's a fan for every NPC, everybody.
He's attended by sin eaters. But how does he keep them from attacking?
Like I've seen, just browsing the Final Fantasy XIV tag, I have seen like self-insert fan art of their Final Fantasy XIV character in Valtteri in romantic positions.
Mercy. Mercy. By the 12. Kaishia, what happened to you?
Who are these impudent louts? I do not recall requesting their presence.
Lord Valtteri, what is the meaning of this? Why is this poor man bleeding to death on your floor?
Why? You ask me why? Because criminals must be punished. And this man is guilty of fraud. He came to us, claiming to be a man of business. Yet his subsequent conduct has shown him to be anything but. Europe is a city built on love for one's fellow man. Those who have naught to give and live only to take are a blight upon our society!
I know, right? He has the tiniest little legs.
To atone for this crime, I ordered that he fling himself from the balcony.
Like, he is all arms, all torso, no leg. He's somebody's really fucked up character creation. Like, completely, like, minimize the slider for leg.
And he had the temerity to weep. Please, my lord, anything but that. What then is a man of mercy to do? But offer the sinner another way to show his contrition.
Another way? Meaning what exactly?
Sin eaters are part of Yulmor's society, but they must be fed with ether. Living ether. So, I demanded an offering of flesh, carved by his own hand, from his own hide. And still, he could not do as I asked. A wholly unsatisfactory performance.
'Tis true that Kaishia won his place here by fraud, but his actions were driven only by desire to share in your paradise. That you would cast him out, I could almost accept, but to humiliate him thus, to demand his very life? Is this truly the way of Yulmore?
Oh, you dim, deluded child. Have you ever paused to consider what it takes to maintain such a paradise? The guarantee of safety and stability. The knowledge that if one only abides by the rules, one has naught to fear. I alone can offer these things, for I alone can command the Sin Eaters. And thus am I alone the voice of justice, and any who oppose me, villains to be punished.
And people call this paradise.
You were granted a place in my city for a particular skill. What was it?
Painting.
An artiste! Then you shall paint a picture for me of Yulmore. If I find your art pleasing, then I may excuse this display of insolence. Who gave you permission to tend to that criminal's wounds? I told you to paint me a picture!
What you need is a mirror, not a painting. It will capture the horror I see before me far better than I ever could. Can you walk? I think so.
Did that little worm just insult me? I'll kill them! I'll kill them all! I'll enslave their minds! I'll torment them! Torture them! Then tear out their hearts!
Yeah, the voice acting is really good. That scene's like another, because they really punch in with the horrifying scenes. Because that's like, it's not horrifying as in body horror like in Alize's recruitment thing, but in this one it's like, oh, he's bleeding on the ground. You rarely see blood in Final Fantasy XIV, like that prolonged, and also people are just like clapping and cheering, and it's just a very disturbing scene for another reason. It's so good with setting up the tone. Forgive me. In my anger, I seem to have marched us back outside again, though it probably is best we leave the island altogether. I believe you've worn out our welcome in Yulmore. Yeah, it's done so well. They do such a phenomenal job of setting the scene where Shadowbringer's like, this is the story we're telling. This is what's at stake here. Holy shit. In any case, I've seen enough of this world's self-proclaimed capital city to convince me that our battle against the Sin Eaters will find few allies in Calusia. I will accompany you back to the Crystarium. We need to regroup and think about our strategy anew. Kaishir, I have done you a grave disservice. You were hungry and desperate, and I offered you a solution without once considering the risk inherent on you in accepting it. If I had not known the price you'd be made to pay. You gave me everything I needed to make your idea work. It was me who made a mess of things, not you. But even after all the trouble I caused, you stepped in and saved me, and now Lord Valtteri wants us all dead. Why not come back with us to Crystarium? I'm certain we can find work for you there if you're willing. No, that would just be me leaning on your kindness once again. I need to do some thinking, how to stand on my own 2 feet. Very well, but you must promise you'll be careful. The Ilmorans may yet come looking for us. I'll keep my head down, don't worry. And you take care too. Give me the chance to repay what you've done for me. Alfie! Alphino! Aw. Lord and Lady Chai. What in blazes did you do? They have the entire city looking for you. I took a peek at your unfinished portrait, Alphino. Now I've had many a beautiful and striking picture painted for me, but there was something about your work. It was as if you caught the very essence of our love and rendered it naked upon the canvas. It was bold, unflinching, and I adored it. Please, you must come back with us and finish what you began. I will speak with Lord Valtteri and vouch for your character. I'm sure we can smooth over those hard feelings. I'm sorry, Lady Chai. There are more important matters to which I must attend. More important? What could be more important than enjoying the days we have left to us to the fullest? Pray press me no further. We are leaving, but I will not presume to take the garments you were so kindly as to procure for me. One moment. I wouldn't hear of it. Keep the clothes, you silly boy. I insist. And I shall make arrangements so you can pass through the gate without causing a stir. I expect you to come visit. I will return, I promise you that. The outrage I witnessed must not go unanswered. The next time we meet, I shall be better prepared to confront the corruption which hides behind the glittering facade. Oh, they're so sweet. The Chais are so good. I love the Chais. All right, we're done with Calusia for now. As we're walking over, I'm gonna see if there's any Aether Currents over here, because I feel like I missed one in this area. Because I wasn't checking. Okay, yeah, I did miss one. So, Fort 13 to the east. Hey, leveled up, level 76. It's funny that I'm only at the beginning of Shadowbringers, and yet I'm almost to level 80. Man, I'm gonna be like well into mid 80s by the time I get to the end of Shadowbringers. I'm gonna get like no experience during Endwalker, aren't I? Hey, still east, so keep going. Not the hobgoblins. Okay, still east. Just gotta piece it out so Dawn Trails are released when you get to Endwalker. I'm not... Okay, Azza. My plan is that I'm going to finish Endwalker before Dawn Trail. Like, that's my main goal. That's kind of why I'm pressing through Shadowbringers right now, because I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have a little break when I move. So, yeah. Yeah, the reason I started this playthrough, because I was like, you know what, wouldn't it be fun if I, like, replayed everything in the lead up to Dawn Trail? So I started it, like, I think I started it this time last year, or, no, wait, not this time last year, February of last year. You know, I've been kind of chipping away at it since. But now I'm like, oh shit, Dawn Trail's this summer, I have 2 more expansions to do, I gotta get my ass into gear. because I was really lazy through, because when I got the Stormblood, they were still updating it. Because you know how they're going through the old dungeons, and isn't it out in August? They just said summer. Did they give a month yet? If it's August, that'd be great. I'd be happy with the August one. That gives me more time. Because last time I heard was summer, so I was kind of going with the, like, okay, worst case scenario, that means June. It's still just generally summer, I think. Okay. Yeah, so I'm kind of operating right now in the worst case scenario, which is a June release. Because June release gives me like no time at all. But if it's August, that'd be helpful. Let's just say that. Thank you, my friend, for staying by my side through this whole sword endeavor. While it's not the most joyous outcome I had hoped for, our efforts have nevertheless answered a great many questions. Suffice it to say, our plans for saving the first are unlikely to involve the aid of Lord Valkyrie and his subjects. Come, we must speak with the Exarch and chart a new course. This is far from over. But if it ends up being August release, man, I'd be the happiest little virus in the world. Wouldn't have to worry about a thing. Because I could really easily like knock out Endwalker over a summer. Right now, my guess, like if I wanted to make an honest guess of when I think it was releasing, I would think July, late July. That's my guess right now. I'm planning for June, but my logical brain says late July. Just realized they still haven't finished the package quests. Oh, you haven't? I haven't either. Like I started was it batch 5.5? No, wait, 6.55. So I started, I just met the new character, the female Hrothgar character. So I only like just met her and then I stopped for whatever reason. I think I got distracted by something. That's usually how it happens. All right, let's go see Exarch. Ah, it's good to be back among friends. Not to mention my dear sister. I have not seen her for some time, but I gather she is as keen to press on with our plans as I am. Got to the Barbariccia trial, and I haven't progressed in 3 months. Ooh. Honestly, okay, I'm gonna say something controversial because apparently people like these. I have not been a fan of the trials of the Endwalker patch quests. They're just like, they're so fast, in my opinion. Like, fast enough where just kind of like, I'm dead, and I don't know why. Because usually if you die in a dungeon, you have a pretty clear idea of like why. But like, for example, the Barbariccia one, I'm like, but I'm dead. I don't even know what I did wrong. They're very, very fast. And you've seen quite a lot on the first yourself now. More than enough to appreciate the scale of obstacles we face. Let us lay our discoveries before the Exarch and discuss what must be done.
And so you return.
I feel like the dungeons in Endwalker just go from 0 to 150 so fast. That is kind of true, because it felt like the difficulty scaling for the dungeons and the trials did like dramatically increase as Endwalker went on, which is not the experience that I've had in previous dungeons. Like, I'm not saying that it's a bad thing, because it's good to have some challenge, because I don't think it's necessarily a good thing to like have things be so easy that you can just kind of breeze through it. I do like being a good challenge, but I don't know. Like, for example, the Shadowbringers raids, when they were coming out, they felt like a puzzle where like, okay, so you're failing, but you can easily understand what happened and figure it out. But for the Endwalker ones, I've not been getting that feeling. I've just been like, oh, well, these fights are just going so fast that I'm not even understanding what went wrong here. And I have to like kind of rely on other people to like guide me through it rather than figuring it out myself. Because I played the Nier raids. Because the first one I did not play on content, but I did play the other two on content. Yeah, why did we wipe? Yeah, exactly. The Nier ones did a lot of like mean things. Like they threw a lot of like curveballs at you, but honestly they felt fun because like even if they were curveballs, you understood what happened. Like example, the final Nier raid where there's like a building being thrown from below you. It's just like at first you don't understand, and then you're like, oh wait, we have to look under us. So like that's understandable. Like I did that on content, so we were figuring it out. Like I think I did Nier raids like same day pouch release. Like that was the first thing I did instead of doing like the quest, the MSQ. I was doing Nier. So it was fun. But like, I don't know. Like the Endwalker ones, I have not had that much fun with, just because it's like so fast and like kind of higher difficulty, but not. I don't know. I don't like being frustrated. Like a good challenge, like a good puzzle challenge is good for like standard content. Because like Nier is fun. Eden was fun too, because I did understand the Eden raids too. But I haven't been getting that feeling with your Endwalker. I don't know. It's weird. I'm hoping the scaling gets scaled back a little bit. Because again, I do like challenge, but it has to be understandable to me. And so you return.
Have you gained a better understanding of the crisis now faced by the First?
Better is not the word I would use.
Oh yeah, I mean, it might also just be me in my tiny brain. I remember like talking to some people and they're like, oh yeah, the new raids are so fun. I love doing them on Savage. And I was just sitting there like, man, I hated doing Barbariccia. What are you talking about? I didn't know anything that was happening.
Some lands may have been spared the flood, but the survivors live only to suffer. There seems no end to the horrors inflicted by the Sin Eaters.
Indeed. Those abominations are a calamity in their own right. And I can well imagine how hopeless the task of eradicating them must seem to you. But after countless battles and untold sacrifice, we have identified a potential weakness. Sin Eaters are drawn to serve the strongest of their kind, a class of creature we call Light Wardens. And from what we have been able to ascertain, only a handful of these entities exist.
Pretty lady wants to kill me, swooner. Exactly. I mean, I can accept the pretty lady wanting to kill me. I think she should. But you know, maybe she should do that a little slower, so just so I know exactly what she's doing.
Just as an ant colony will perish in the absence of its queen, we believe that the death of a Light Warden will cause the lesser creatures within its sphere of influence to disperse.
I have a feeling Yulmor might have something to say about any concerted action we take against these monsters. Vorthra's command over the Sin Eaters is integral to Yulmoran society. In seeming to guarantee his people's safety, it guarantees their obedience. He will not take kindly to us depriving him of such useful allies.
Agreed. Thus we will need to occupy or otherwise divert his forces whilst we proceed with the business of eliminating the Wardens. Until we have done so, all other considerations must be set aside if we are to forestall the 8th Umbral Calamity.
Are you sure that eliminating the Wardens will be enough?
Your uncertainty is understandable given the circumstances. Perhaps a more detailed explanation is in order. To begin at the beginning, then. In the ancient past, a single star was divided into 14 worlds. This is the source, your home. These others are the 13 shards, in whose number we find the first. Though physically separate, they retain a connection to each other and with the source especially. Now, let us assume that a given element in one of the shards attains abnormal ascendancy. Just as water will flow from the highest point to the lowest, the excess energy will begin trickling into the source. And such an influx of ether will of course exert a palpable influence. If the element in question were fire, then drought and wildfires might ensue. If it were ice, one might expect the weather to turn bitterly cold. As ether continues to pour in, such phenomena will become more and more extreme, until eventually, a single, untimely event triggers a disaster which cracks the barrier dividing the two worlds. What was once a trickle now becomes a deluge, sweeping the shard along to be rejoined with the source. At the same time, the element which held sway in the shard is unleashed in full, its energies amplifying the original disaster to truly catastrophic proportions. An earthquake thus magnified might strike with enough force to shatter continents. A tidal wave might swell to a size capable of drowning entire nations. These devastating events are what we refer to as umbral calamities. 7 times has a calamity befallen the source. 7 times has a shard been absorbed.
Wait a second. Yeah.
At present, the light-drowned realm of the First stands perilously close to meeting the conditions for a rejoining. It is the Sin Eaters who are to blame for the Light's continued dominance. In addition to attracting their lesser kin, the Light Wardens I mentioned earlier radiate ether, saturating every corner of their territory with light. Even here in the flood-spared region of Northrant, their influence is strong enough to banish night from the sky. Thus, if we are to restore balance to the First and head off a potential calamity, it is imperative that we put each and every Light Warden to the sword.
We've been doing our best to take the fight to the enemy ever since we first heard the Exarch's explanation.
Though we have yet to claim any meaningful victories if truth be told. Apart from being confoundingly elusive, the Light Wardens possess a troublesome quality which compelled us to delay our plans until such time as you arrived.
Forgive the interruption, my lord, but Hallminster Switch is requesting reinforcements. They say the Sin Eaters are attacking in force, and the village could soon be overrun.
Oh shit. Lena!
Alert the guard. We should be prepared in case the fighting reaches the Crystarium. You have command of our forces in the field, Captain, but hold off on entering the town until I arrive. That goes for Alphino and Alize as well.
My lord.
Pray, lend us your strength. Such a fight will provide you with far greater insight than any explanation I could offer.
Hallminster Switch is in the north of Lakeland, so we'd best make haste in our preparations. In fact, meet me outside the Crystarium at the crossroads northwest of the Ascensor Gate, and I shall lead you there myself. Alright, let's go. But first, since we're done being fancy in Yulmore, let us change our glam. We don't have to be in the fancy gear anymore. Be in our other fancy gear. Right, let's go. And we can just go to Lakeland. We'll just meet with the... Oh god. Oh god. Leave me alone. I just want to meet with the Exarch. Let's meet with the Exarch first. We'll probably just grab this on the way. The first aetherite in this. Wait. Southeast. There it is. Okay, I've almost missed that. I gotta get it. I gotta get my ether currents, or else. I think, other than the quest, I can probably get everything in Lakeland. The Exarch is one of the goodest of boys. I don't know. He's a little sussy right now. He's being a little secretive, you know. I don't think I trust him. I mean, I'm one for sussy men, but I don't know. It's not the good kind of sussy in my eyes. What if I can't trust him? Oh god, that's just the spice. Oh no. And I'm looking for something less spicy and more stinky. I have a feeling I'm gonna meet a stinky person soon though. I'm excited. Good. All set. If you follow this road north, we'll arrive at the northern stagging point. We love us an old man, yeah. I have a feeling there's stinky old men in our future, and I'm very excited. The village itself lies not far beyond. Quickly now. Yeah, let me get my car. Northeast. Okay, we're heading that direction. Step 1, don't sexualize little baby. Step 1. Hi, Sid. How you doing? I'm always failing step 1. It's my curse. Honestly, you come to one of my streams and expect me to not sexualize an old man? You got another thing coming. Getting close. Gotta sexualize these old men. These exactly. Okay, let's get the aether right, and then we'll grab that aether current. I'm pretty sure there's at least 2 old men in this one. One I'm a fan of, one I'm like kind of indifferent to, I guess. Actually, there's 3. Excuse me, sorry. There's 3 old men in this X-Pack. 3 new old men. And they said it couldn't be done. And, well, they did it, boys. They gave us 3 of them. Unless I'm forgetting even more, but there's at least 3. I got so spoiled and stuff. Yeah. They treated us too well. Northwest. Oh, there it is. Shadowbringers said "ner" specifically. I wasn't playing it when Shadowbringers was released, but they're like, okay, in the future, there's going to be a player who really likes old men. We got to make sure she eats. And boy, did I eat. I ate so much. Old men, sussy men, dads, Urianger's strangely ripped bod. I love Urianger's strangely ripped bod. Why is he built like that? Who knows? I really do like how this is the X pack where they're just like, oh yeah, this is the moment. The smartest himbo who'll ever live. Everyone's like, this is the moment. We're gonna have to sexualize Urianger. We gotta give him that like slutty, the slutty back reveal. And I think they're very brave for that, honestly. Holminster switches past these gates and through the woods. This is not exactly a near neighbor to the Crystarium, but as we occupy the same region, we've built up something of a cooperative relationship. I have a friend who literally made their entire identity for years about sexualizing Urianger to the point they converted me to an Urianger. Oh my god. I love that about your I love that about your friend. I wish I could be like them. Man, if I had the power to make everyone around me a Leoford stan, man. Man, I'd be eating a lot more fan art. I'll just say that. What can we expect inside, Captain? The town is beset by a swarm unlike any we have seen in recent years. We did our best to evacuate the villagers, but as many as half remain. Judging by the numbers of eaters present, we have good reason to believe that a White Warden leads the attack. How convenient. Seems we'll have our chance to slay a warden sooner than we expected. One does not simply slay a warden, or walk up to one. Has no one told you what happens if you defeat one of those fiends? They hold more light inside them all than the underlings put together. It can be struck down, aye, but its essence won't dissipate like the weaker kind. Vile ether will billow outwards and envelop the nearest living being, a reckless young swordsman perhaps, and turn her into a brand new warden. Well, you can leave that particular quandary to us. I must ask that the guards stand down and allow us to engage this leader of eaters alone. Concentrate on the survivors. We must save every life we can. But what if... One does not simply slay. Wrong, welcome to Ilmic. I wonder how many Warriors of Light were just like, yo, he was caked up under that robe the whole time? He was hiding underneath his potato sacks this whole time? Understood, my lord. As captain of the guard, however, I will not watch you brave such danger without an escort from our ranks. I insist that I go with you. Very well, then our warden slaying party shall include myself, the Leveilleurs, Captain Lena, and last but not least... you! He smuggled a whole bakery under those roofs in the source. Yeah. Man, that's how he's making money. You ever wonder why he hung out in the Waking Sands rather than the Rising Stones? He's running a whole ass bakery in that place. A formidable group indeed. Into Hallminster we go. Once reach the Light Warden, do not hold back. We strike to kill. All right. Very first Dungo. And this is technically we've been doing duty support this entire run, but this is the first time that they actually introduced duty support. This is like the first dungeon that was kind of designed with that in mind. So we can go. So I mentioned earlier that sorry, I lost my train of thought. I mentioned earlier that I was kind of being lazy through Stormblood is because they were still updating the dungeon in Stormblood with duty support. So I was kind of like, well, I don't want to speed through it because they're still doing it and they're not done yet. So I don't want to like get to a point where I have to stop. So that's kind of why I was really lazy through Stormblood, and now I have no excuse anymore. I have to keep going. But I am gonna take Lena. I love dancers. Dancers is like one of my main things. So yeah, we have Lena, Alphino, and Crystal Exar. I should turn down the volume before it gets started. Okay, here we go. That should be good for a Dungo. All right, whole monster switch. Music, you're so good. What? My passport photo didn't update? What the hell? Thought I updated that. I'm supposed to be level 71 during this. I am way more than that. I'm 76, I think. Damn. Flamethrower. All right. Oh God, bears. No. just saving my my mech and my battery for the boss. That's coming up soon. Man, I have night, like, part of me still really likes the dungeons, the other part doesn't. Is for a little bit of time I was trying to level up my trust. And the only way to level up your trust is by doing this, I think you have to do this dungeon like 5-6 times in a row. And you can get aggravated with this place really easily. It was then I decided, like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna level trust anymore. I don't think it's worth it. I forget if there's even a reward for leveling up your trusts. Like, genuinely, I don't know. I think there was like a minor thing, but it wasn't worth it at the end. It wasn't worth it, and keep in mind, I do fates. I do shared fates. And that can be very aggravating. But I don't know, something about doing the trusts over and over in Holminster Switch, I was just like, nah, this ain't it. I can't do this anymore. We have to look that up later. Because I forget. I forget what the reward is for leveling up everything in your trust. To me, it's that there's too much extra work to accommodate that. The trust party just do in AoEs is pretty easy to overwhelm. Taking that hordes of enemies one at a time. I know, right? It's just like a lot. Oh, wait. I think I remember the reward. The reward for doing trust parties is that I think, oh God, I could be wrong, but I think the reward for doing all your trust and leveling them up is that you can start bringing characters to dungeons that they normally wouldn't be at. So, like, for example, like Y'shtola can't be in this dungeon, but you can bring her if you want. Once you level her up, I think that's the reward. But it's like, man, all that effort just to get a few more extra dialogue lines? Come on. I don't think that's it. Oh, it's that thing for the Shadowbringers opening. Ah, first appearance of the song. Rich. okay. Okay, Lena. Wow, it's one of my favorite virus vocalists. Hi, Joel. How you doing? Hope you're fantastic. I'm fighting a boss right now. How you doing? Kill him. I'm killing him as fast as I can. I'm in a trust party, so it's a lot slower than usual. Okay, got it. Killed him. Oh shit, I got aiming shit. Finally. I usually never get aiming stuff in these dungeons. Yippee! Anyway, it looks like we came just in time. Maybe somebody's still alive here. Sorry, I'm like slowly sipping my tea. I'm sure they're fine. Yeah, I think they're fine. You know, just like countless eggs of sin eaters, you know. Yeah, we're just getting through the horrors. 'Cause that's all this expansion is, just the horrors. Hi. My treasure. You know, they're just sleeping, right? I think they're fine. They're just sleeping. They're eeping. Yay! Nap time in the farmland. Those are dead bodies. They're eeping. You know, sometimes I've been feeling really eepy today. I would love to eep in the middle of a light eater, sin eater infested land. There's just some mannequins for set dressing. Oh, it's like that one, there's like I watched a YouTube video on this, but there's a Japanese village that has mannequins everywhere. It's like that. There's the Japanese village with mannequins. Yeah, the creepy puppet village. Exactly. Yeah, it's just the creepy puppet village. Oh no, it got infested by sin eaters. Yeah, creepy puppet village. Welcome to the world. Creepy puppet village. It's so lifelike. Final Fantasy 14 is amazing with the details, you know? They never skip on it. No wonder this game wins Game of the Year every year. I know, right? I mean, not this year. Baldur's Gate been sweeping. Every other year, though, yeah. Everyone knows Final Fantasy 14 gave their award to Baldur's Gate 3. I know, yeah. Very kind of them. Yoshi was like, you know what? You're putting in the effort. You get the award this year. And everyone cheered and clapped, and everyone patted Yoshi P on the back, be like, "Oh, you're so brave. You're skipping 1 year of your collection." Speaking of Baldur's Gate, I'm probably gonna play more after stream. I like started a new run of like what I consider to be quote unquote my canon playthrough, because one of the updates broke my save, so I have to start it again. Oh well. Oh man, such a shame. I have to play the game again. It's like, Yoshi P is so generous and humble. Take a break a little bit. We're worried about you. Honestly, I am worried about Yoshi P. I'm just like, can you please take a break? You've headed both 16 and 14 last year. Come on. You're allowed to take a break if you want. Especially, it must have been so stressful for the producer of 14 and the producer of 16 to discuss details too. Because I'm sure that discussion was really, really stressful for Yoshi P. Because he had to talk to the producer of 16. It's Tesleen. So heated, I know, right? Man, you should be so brave for pulling through, though. Now we're gonna have a 16 event soon. You know, I've been thinking. So I'm getting interrupted by, like, you know, concentrating on not dying. But I've been thinking. I have been thinking. It's really rare for me. But so Final Fantasy 14 has been having a lot of, like, collaborations. Congrats, thank you. So, like, collaborations with other Final Fantasy projects. So, like, as an example, Omega, it has some stuff from 6 in it. And Eden is a big reference to 8. I'm kind of wondering, like, which Final Fantasy 14 games, which Final Fantasy games, excuse me, have we not gotten any, like, collaboration-esque things? Because obviously there's the 15 event, there's the 16 event. Speaking of the Danny DeVito, ew. Oh yeah, it's ad time. Is Danny DeVito gone now? It says the ad break is over. Is he gone? Did you scare him away? Because then I can continue rambling. He's gone. Okay, cool. Good job of scaring him away. But I was thinking, like, 14 has had a lot of, trying to sell me a sandwich. Ew. Like, they've had a lot of, collabs. Told him I was full and he left, okay. So, like, I was just thinking, like, okay, so they've had 6.
I will not yield.
Alphino, why'd you die? You little bitch. Wait, I just realized that Lena, you have not done dance partner yet. What the hell? Oh my god, I think I'm just gonna die because Alpino decided to beef it. That's great. Alpino, why did you die? You just were standing in a puddle. Dude. Like, you know you can walk away from the puddle, you know that, right? Ugh, gross. But anyway, like, because honestly, I think it's surprising that 14 has not had like a collaboration or an event with 7 and 13. Because you would think that 7 and 13, like, those were kind of, I mean, 7's the golden boy of the series, obviously. So that's kind of strange that they haven't milked 7 again with a 14 collab of some sort. And then there's also 13. I mean, 13 kind of has a bad rap these days because it sucked. But also it's kind of like, well, 13 had a lot of interesting things going for it. Why don't we have a collab with them? Or like include something from that. So it might also be that like 7 and 13 are more like, actually, never mind. That my argument goes right out the window because 15's like the ultimate modern experience. And 13 and 7 are more like modern, futuristic, but 15 was kind of like the modern game. So who knows? Maybe someday we'll get a collab with 7 and 13 of some sort. Hopefully see a bit of it in Dawntrail with the Cyberpunk airs. I'm guessing that if there's a collab-y thing in Dawntrail, it's going to be probably 7. It just feels right. Especially because the remake is coming out and whatever. When's Final Fantasy 14 get a collab with Final Fantasy 14? I don't know. Yoshimi's got to have a discussion. Or it could even be, actually, it could even be, it could even be 13 with the Cyberpunk area. Because I don't necessarily consider, like, 13 to be Cyberpunk, but it has a lot of those elements to it. Oh yeah, they haven't done 9 either. That's right. So, what have they done? But they've done 6. Because 6 is in Omega. They've done, I think they've done 4 too. I think 4 was also Omega. 5 is in Omega. Oh wait, it's 5. Sorry, it's 5. I always mix those up. So 5's in Omega, 6 is in Omega. 4's in. Oh yeah, the patches. I knew 4 was in there somewhere. 8 is Eden. 10? 3 was Crystal Towers. Yeah. Have they done 10 actually? That's another strange one. Because 10's great. Yeah, I don't think they've done 10 at all. Actually, Dawntrail would be perfect for 10. I think. Based on their aesthetics and stuff. They've done 11 because Ivilus. The shitty raids that I'm not streaming. Fucking hate Ivilus. Don't let me get near that. Well, that wasn't 11, that's 12. That's 12, sorry. Mixed it up. And they've done the 11 collab. They have not done 13. And they've done 15 and now 16. That's really weird. Because yeah. Yeah, I mixed it up. I always forget 11 exists. That's weird, because they haven't done 7, 10, or 13, which are kind of the popular ones out of the whole series. One technically is Shadowbringers patches. Yeah, true. The Warrior of Light. Wait, have they done 2? I don't think they've done 2 either. Okay, though 2 doesn't surprise me. That's like, that wasn't the popular child. 2's not a loved child out of the series. So yeah, that leaves 2, 7, 10, 13 for the ones who have not collabed with that. I think they did 2, but that got a crossover with Stranger in the Paradise of all things. That's true, it's true. I mean, didn't Stranger in the Paradise include like dungeons from everything? So I don't think that's necessarily like a big deal, because I know they're including a bunch of like different locations throughout the series. Who had an explicit, oh shit, oh that's cool. But wait, do you think so? On the topic of 7, do you think that 1.0 would technically be the 7 collaboration? Because there's Meteor. So does that count, or is that no longer count? Because that's pre-A Realm Reborn. Yeah, Meteor and Ultima Weapon. I'm mainly saying for Meteor, not so much Ultima Weapon. Ultima Weapon, I don't think is necessarily a 7 thing. But I think like the Meteor Falling could be their 7 thing, I guess. But still, that leaves 10 and 13 with nothing so far. Not even a Blitzball. Not even a Blitzball. Also, but this is oh, it did. Okay. Okay, so I guess I guess that counts. No, wait. Shut. No. What was the name? What was the name of the trial series in Shadowbringers with Gaius? Because those have all of the weapons. That's probably the 7. Because it has all the weapons there. I just remembered that. Yeah. The Ruby, Emerald, Diamond weapon series. That's probably the 7. Okay, so they do have 7 in there somewhere. Okay, so they put in that with all the weapons, and it ties to Ultima Weapon 2. So all that's connected. So that means no 10, no 13. No 2. So no 2, 10, or 13. 2, 10, 13 are missing so far. No, wait. No, hold up a second. I forgot. Endwalker has Anima. Yeah, Anima. It's not really a trial, it's the end boss for one of the towers. Forget which tower. There's like 2 different tower trials, not trials, dungeons. It has Anima. Yeah, that counts. So 13. We're missing 13 and 2. I know nothing about Final Fantasy 2 though, so I played like 2 minutes of Final Fantasy 2. I just know the Rebel theme song. I think it goes like da, 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 something like that. So, is there like a big 2 thing then? I genuinely don't know about anything about 2. Except for the opening part, where it's just like, ah, we're the rebel army. the king's evil or something. The empire as a whole could be a 2. That's true, that's true. If we want to be very vague, I mean, 2 was like an early one, so I guess that could count. And 13. Where the hell are you, 13? And 9, wait. Wait, did we count 9 yet? Is 9 here? Sorry, I also have not played 9, so I don't know if there's been a reference to 9 at all. Nine had a trial only in Eureka. Oh, that shouldn't count though. That if it's in Eureka, it should not count. Wait, is it Ozma? Wait, Ozma's in Mach. Is Ozma from 9? Yeah. So technically Mach. Maybe Mach is where the 9 is. It's not exclusively in Eureka, I guess. Nine did get. Oh yeah, Alexander. Okay. So 9's good. Nine is fine. Where the hell is 13? We found references to everything except for 13, and I think there's a sign. I think there's a reason for that because 13 sucks. But who knows though? There's 13 fans around. They're just not me. I did play it all though, so I would know if there's a reference though. Unless I'm forgetting something. If we don't get the Plains of Eternity mix in 9, I will riot. Oh, and 14. Yeah. Yeah. Plains of Eternity is really good. But, yeah, I think genuinely they have not referenced 13. So maybe that fancy city is gonna be a 13 reference. I think that'd be cool. Actually, yeah. If they do like a big 13 reference for that really fancy city, that could be really cool. Because 13 has a lot of very interesting plot points. It's just that it's executed so horribly that it's a wasted plot. So they could work something out with that. I have a lot of opinions on 13. Never have I seen such poor execution of a good story. Would you just like more 13 or Kingdom Hearts? I can find good things about 13, so I hate Kingdom Hearts more. I can compliment some things about 13, but I can't really say that much about Kingdom Hearts. I do not like 13, though. I like the sequels. Both sequel. I like one of the sequels. I feel like eventually Check's gonna like declare me as his arch nemesis, specifically because I don't like anything he likes. Because it feels like everything he's a huge fan of, like except Dragon Ball. I love Dragon Ball. It's like loves Kingdom Hearts, hate Kingdom Hearts, loves 13, hates 13. I love 13 too. He hates 13 too. Huh? Yeah. Okay, survived that.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Oh, god damn it. I was gonna do that. Damn it, Lena. I want to do the limit break. Right. We did it. First sun go down. Thank you. Thank you. I got the minion. I got the minion. Okay, and I got the necklace of aiming, so I can put that on, put the new gloves on, and everything else is useless to me. How dare they do this to me? Okay. Yay, got the minion.
It's releasing its ether. Fall back. We cannot let it touch us. Quickly, my lord, we must withdraw.
That will not be necessary, Captain. Though I appreciate your concern. The eternal light of these creatures
has confounded us for nigh on 100 years. For each we have put down, another has risen up in its place, born of the self-same ether relinquished by its predecessor. But now we have a way to contain that corruption. The blessing of light, and the hero who wields it now stands before you. Behold, the monster's power is broken, and the world, twisted by its touch, returns to its rightful form.
What's happening?
It's so beautiful.
The sunless sea. The warrior of darkness has come.
Is that what I think it is?
The night sky. As it should be.
Who are you people? You killed a warden, then bathed in its ether as if it were a spring shower, and now the sky? The legends are true. My lord?
How many years have I waited for this moment? For the one possessed of her blessing. For you. You have vanquished the Light Warden of Lakeland, and for the first time in a century, darkness has returned to the mantle of night. Without the ever-present light to sustain them, the Sin Eaters will have no choice but to retreat. Yet our victory is far from complete. Though darkness has fallen here, the other wardens yet bask beneath burning skies, feasting upon what little life remains. Even should it cost me all I have, I would see each and every one of them slain, that this world might be spared from oblivion. Not only for the first, but for the source as well. Save one, and we save the other. But be that as it may, I concede it was wrong
Antivirus
to
alert.
this fight against
Your PC is absolutely
I checked.
fucked.
Hi, everyone.
everybody.
Goodbye.
My name. Thank you for the raid. My name is Neurosis. I'm a computer virus VTuber. Currently, we're playing Shadowbringers, Final Fantasy 14 Shadowbringers. We are currently at the beginning of the story. We just finished the first duty, and we just brought Night Sky back to one of the areas. We did it. We did it for first time. It's really good scene. Thank you so much. What are you playing? You're playing Cassette Beast? What the fuck does that mean? What the fuck did you just say to me? Love your Astarian, Docky. Thank you. It's a cozy EP time. It's cozy EP time. We get a little Astarian pillow. But yeah, we just beat the first Dungo. But yeah, if anyone needs to take a break, relax, put your feet up, get some food, get some water, go ahead, do that. We're gonna be here for a little while longer. It's Monster Collector turn-based RPG game, so it's Pokemon. So you're playing Pokemon. You could just say that. Oh. There's more Pokemon coming out, man. Where monsters are recorded the cassette tapes? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I figured it's Pokemon. Yeah, like, I don't... Yeah, it's Pokemon. But you become the Pokemon and use... So it's Digimon. Wait, it's not Pokemon, it's Digimon. Okay, it's Digimon. Okay. All right, cool. You could have just said that at first. You know that, right? You could be like, no, Ner, it's something better than Pokemon. It's Digimon. God, you know what I've been like wanting to rewatch recently? I want to rewatch Tamers. I remember that being a little fucked up as a kid, which means I want to watch it again and see if it is fucked up, or if it was just like my little baby brain being like, ooh, what's going on here? I gotta watch the non-dubbed version where it's not censored to hell and back at least.
I swear, on my life, I will one day atone for that deed. But for the present...
It's as fucked up as you think at the end. Okay, good. Now I have to watch it uncensored. There, what's going on? Oh my god, is that Mimi? I'll give you an explanation. So, currently we are playing Final Fantasy 14, an MMO, and we are in the expansion Shadowbringers. So in Shadowbringers, we've been summoned to an alternate world from the main land of Final Fantasy called the First. And we've been summoned by this dude on the screen right now, the Crystal Exarch. And basically, the First has been cursed with endless daylight. And it's too much light. There's a bunch of monsters that look like angels and shit, only they're evil. And they're trying to turn everybody into evil angel monsters. And the Crystal Exarch is like, hey, so can you slay this giant angel for us, please? And we were like, okay, sure. And then we went over to this place. We just slew the monster. And when the monster was slewed, it turned into a big ball of light, and everyone was like, oh no, if the light gets on any of one of us, we're gonna turn into a big bad angel person. And then so we're like, I won't let that happen. So we walked forward and absorbed the light. Only because we're blessed by the crystal of light, it didn't do anything to us. So then when the big bad became past tense, exactly. So we absorbed the light, only we didn't become a giant evil angel person. And now, because there's no giant evil angel person in the area, now night can come to the realm. And we have just brought night to the land of Lakeland and the Crystarium, which is the main hub of Shadowbringers. And now, the Crystal Exarch is asking us, hey, you should fight all of the giant evil angels with every area so we can bring night to every area. And that's where we currently are at now. He is asking us politely. And also, he took us here against our will. That I should have mentioned that a little sooner in the explanation. That's the gist of what's going on here. No hot evil angels, no. Unfortunately, none. No singles in your area. When the enemy turned into experience points and loot, it became also a ball of light. But that's basically it. You're welcome.
I beg you, stay and see this fight to its conclusion. Cast down the wardens and restore darkness to the first.
Yeah, that exposition made me feel very cozy. I'm glad. What's a JRPG? Little kidnapping. That's true, it's true. Any good JRPG needs some kidnapping in it. Either for the drama, for the reason you start the story. It just needs like, it's like spice. A little spice. But yo, Ardbert! Literally, Ardbert just manifesting in the background, just like T-posing, like, I'm here too. We aren't even looking at him, he just like manifesting. Oh, and also Ardbert's here. That's something I left out of my explanation, but he's here too. I will become the warrior you need.
On behalf of the first, I offer you my deepest thanks.
You're not gonna react to that, Ardbert? You're just gonna T-pose in the background? Okay, that's fine.
I understand there is much at stake here, Exarch, but why do you risk yourself so readily? It must have been a dangerous drain on your ether to summon even one person across the rift.
I do it for my people, of course. To give the Crystarium the tomorrow it deserves.
One of the best parts of Shadowbringers is that it includes this variant Where's Waldo minigame with Ardbert. I mean, it also has that with, like when you're literally doing the hide and seek missions, you also have that with the fucking shoe bills. You just find shoe bills everywhere.
That is true now, yes, but the city had yet to be built when you first called forth the Crystal Tower. I'm simply curious to know what prompted you to commit yourself so completely to this particular course.
There are things which we can ill afford to lose.
Okay, that's sussy.
And I sensed from the first that I had a part to play in preserving them. Forgive me. I fear the events of the day may have taken their toll. Despite appearances, I am an old man. One burdened with many difficult memories, some too painful to recall.
Yo, old man number one walking in. we got an old man in a young man's body. Let's go.
Well then, I'm sorry for pressing you. It's a family failing, I'm afraid.
One which has served us well more often than not. Needless to say, we will continue to fight at your side until the last Sin Eater is defeated.
Come then, my warriors of darkness. Let us gather the surviving villagers and make our way back to the Crystarium.
We did it. We saved the city. Now it's raining. Great. We saved the city, we returned night to the world, and now it's raining on us. Great. Maybe we should have left light in to begin with. How quickly you have justified my faith in you. So many lives saved, and the sky itself heralds your success with rain. A single victory is a larger struggle, perhaps, but a momentous one nonetheless. Now, as for how we proceed from here. The villagers we evacuated earlier have arrived safely into Crystarium. They seem to be accepting their situation for the moment. Most folks are far too distracted by the sky to worry about wounds or lost homes. They whisper and wonder if the Warrior of Darkness has come. Is to be expected. Nura, I must ask a favor of you. Would you be so kind as to conceal your involvement in this endeavor for the time being? Seeing the light recede from Lakeland is a momentous occasion. Many will be swept up in the maelstrom of excitement and confusion. Should you come forth as a legendary warrior of darkness, I fear that, no matter how good your intentions, such an appearance would throw the city into disarray. find myself in agreement with the Exarch, although my concerns are far more focused on Yulmore. It may be best for you to maintain a low profile until we see how Balthree reacts to all of this. My thanks. Though we cannot freely celebrate your success, pray allow your heart to be buoyed by the joy of our citizens, a joy you surely brought into being. Ah, it's party time. I must ask the same discretion of you, Captain. 'Tis my intention to share with our people the tale of a great warrior who stood in defiance of the Sin Eaters. This unnamed champion defeated the Light Warden and has since departed for parts unknown, yes? As you wish, my lord. Your penchant for mystery is nothing new, and I will encourage the folk not to question this either. And I expect to be told the whole truth of it one day, about all of you. With that settled, I shall return to the Crystarium and make an address to the people. These explanations and adjustments will consume much of my time, so pray take the opportunity to rest and recover from your exploits, and to think you'll not even need to shutter the windows to enjoy a dark and peaceful night's sleep. I must stay behind and coordinate the evacuation of the remaining survivors. And I hesitate to ask after all you've done here today, but could I ask you to pass on a message on your way to the pendants? Please let Braggy know that we're bringing a number of injured, and that any restoratives in the markets need to be reserved for the infirmary. We should start making our own way back to the Crystarium. Slowly, mind you. It wouldn't do to arrive too soon after the Exarch. I'm staying behind as well. There's something I need to check on in Holmunster. We already went through the village top to bottom, Alize. We should take all the chance to rest, you included. I knew one of those eaters. I can't rest. Not now. So please, I wish to be left alone for a while, and that means you as well, Nur. I shall be cross if you try and follow me. I promise to find you later, when I feel myself again. Just you and me then, shall we? Alright, let's just head straight back to the Crystarium. Now we get to see the pretty blue sky rather than the cursed white one. Well, the Crystarium seems relatively ordered, wouldn't you say? The Exarch's speech must have been reassuring to hear. On the contrary, there is something jubilant in the air. I have a feeling this night will be quite as peaceful as our hooded friend predicted. I think I shall take a brief stroll around town before retiring to my chambers. Once you've discharged your duty to Braggy, I suggest you do the same. Sleep well, Nur. I hope untroubled dreams find you and Alize both. Unfortunately, there's my room is haunted. Alphino, did yours come haunted too? Mine did. There's a ghost in my room. No! Stop bringing the ghost here. He's gonna keep coming back, and I'm gonna hate it. And every time I go in the fucking inn, I'm gonna see a fucking ghost in the corner. I'm gonna hate it. It's all your fault, Czech. You're the one doing this to my game. This is not part of the actual story, by the way. Alphino seems like the kind of guy who would be really into ghost hunting, honestly. I can imagine that. Like Alphino having all that fake ghost gear and just be like, oh, I sense it. I sense a disturbance here. And that's just like a chill in the wind. Wait, you had a ghost? You usually have to pay extra for that? Hi, what can I do for you? Looking to buy a lantern like every other stumbling soul in the city. I see. Well, Captain Lena can rest assured that any potions I spot coming in will be set aside for the wounded. Hang on for a moment. If you're carrying messages for the guard, does that mean you were there? The battle at Holminster? A stalwart lass like you might want to pay a visit to the Wandering Stairs, make herself known. I'm sure Gliner can introduce you to some interesting opportunities. Oh yeah, there's when they introduced the role quests. So instead of having job quests for this, they said they did role quests for the first time. Sayela, more beer for table 2, and a couple pints of mead for table 3 while you're at it. Coming right up. My partner just got a little toy for the bubs. Sorry we rushed off our feet today, miss. Can I get you anything? Drinks are on the house. Oh, that Braggy has a twisted sense of humor. Gahaha, I think he sent you to me at a time like this. The first real night in a near 100 years has folk all riled up and then some. What's more, there's an eater business at Holminster Switch. They say a light warden was destroyed without a damn trace. It was the Warrior of Darkness who did the deed. I really must apologize for Glynard. He's been almost as rowdy as our customers, and that's no small feat. I know you. I've done your quest. A lot of our regulars are bounty hunters, you see. They go mostly after eaters, and the rumor of the warrior's appearance was a spark to their kindling. You know how the weak eaters are drawn to the strong ones, right? Aye, they swarm like angry bees around a queen. You need look no further than Holminster for proof of that. But attacks on that scale don't happen every day, praise the blessed shadow. No, the more common threats are the strays. No one knows why, but every now and again, an eater will leave the pack and prowl alone. Those are the ones you run into on the road if your luck is foul. They're a danger to everyone, so the settlement council puts bounties on their heads, and so our bar here is a convenient place for hunters to gather and share information. Seems a few of them were inspired by the wardens slaying even more than most. These are types who would have their sights set on the absolute worst of the strays, a class of eaters that they've been dubbed the Cardinal Virtues. The Virtues showed up out of nowhere about 3 summers ago, and when historians heard the descriptions given by survivors, well, apparently they share an appearance with the villains who caused the flood. As if that doesn't send a chill down your spine, they're also reported to be as tough as light wardens, not the kind of prey they can take down single-handed. Our virtue hunters have all but given up, but knowing the Warrior of Darkness is out there has lit a fire in their bellies. Just look at them. That Hume over there with the oversized sword is Branson. He's in it for the revenge. Wants to recruit a comrade in arms as tenacious as he is. The Mistel lad is Louis Rie. Don't be fooled by those dewy cheeks. He's as hard a hunter as they come. But he just lost a partner and seems to be on the lookout for a new one. That's Serig. Word is that he seeks an expert in magecraft to help fight the virtue he's after. And last we have Giot, a dwarf and a drunkard both. Wanted to join forces with the healer, and only a healer. Something about needing a mentor's wisdom. I've seen my share of competent veterans, and you have that look about you. Maybe you should introduce yourself to one of our hunters. Who knows? Together you might even collect the bounty on a cardinal virtue. Now there's a grand idea. Imagine the prestige my bar would earn if we boasted the patronage of a successful virtue hunter. You gained access to role quests. The separate quests in story is now available for tank, physical DPS, magical range DPS, and healer roles. In order to reach the final stages of Shadowbringer's main scenario, you must complete at least one role quest line. Speak with a virtue hunter as a wandering there to accept the quest offer. So yeah, all of these are available to us. Currently right now, so I have an idea for this. So I think I'm gonna put up a poll on Twitter to decide which one I take. And it, like, technically the only job I have up to like level right now is machinist, but I think the machinist one is really shitty. So the aiming, not the aiming, the physical DPS I think is the worst of the bunch. So I'm gonna leave it up to a poll so people can decide which one I do. And if it's show me the champion, I'll show you the I'll show you the Herald of Darkness. But yeah, so on Twitter, probably like tonight, I'm gonna put up a poll and see like, hey, which quest should we do for Shadowbringers? And I'll make it happen. So I'll level up whatever I need to do the quest, and I'll just do that for Shadowbringers. I did have an idea, because technically if you do all of the role quests, you get something else to do. Like there's a special like 5th quest that you can do once you do everything, but you can't do that through MSQ. So like I decided not to do that after all, even though it's like a really cool quest. If you haven't done it, please do it. It's like a really cool little thing. Yeah, I'll decide that next time. I probably like have the poll up, and then like by next week we'll get started on one of those. Like I'll get a story skip or whatever if I need it. Not a story skip, like a level skip if need be. But if it's like casting or something, I probably like just speed through a summoner. Because what level summoner? Summoner's 55. I can probably do that. But if it's tank or healer, then I can work with it, you know. Welcome back, miss. I wonder if anyone can sleep in the city with such an uproar. Will you be retiring to your quarters? Oh, hi, Bubby. Bubby's got a feather toy. His favorite. He loves feathers. He's using my hand as a landing pad right now. Huh? He wants to eat feathers so badly. Stream celebrity Bubby. I know, right? Aw. Hey, Bubs. Yeah, celebrity Bubby's here. Yeah, Bub? You want Bubby's autograph? I don't know, man. Maybe I could bring an autograph of Bubby's. It's a little paw print. A really big paw print. He's a big boy. Mishka's Oshi is Bubby. Yeah. That'd be so cute. Yeah. Like, we could figure it out. I don't even know how you'd get like a paw print of a cat. Very carefully, I think. But I can see what I can do. Okay, very good. In light of the present situation, I have had illumination repaired in all of our rooms. No need to rush to the markets for lanterns or candles. Have a pleasant rest, miss. I hope my fucking room isn't haunted. Thanks, check. I mean, you're welcome. You didn't haunt my room, did you? Hey, it's night. No, god damn it. I was being sarcastic.
So it's your lot's turn to be the warriors of darkness, is it? It's funny how things work out.
These are my private quarters.
Hi, I know. Just the place.
What the fuck, Albert?
In case you've forgotten, you're the only one who can see me. If we had one of our little chats in public, people might start thinking you'd lost your wits.
Who cares what they think?
Those white-haired twins who are with you. I remember them from our battle in the Source. Are they your friends then? Through thick and thin?
I mean, one of them's my friend. The other one's just kind of like a teenager, like a 12-year-old child who tried to run a military organization and kind of caused a lot of my issues. But I'll say yes.
Aye. Then I suggest you keep them close. It's when you charge ahead trying to save someone else that you end up losing those you love. Not that you need telling, I'll bet you've lost plenty. But I wonder, what will it cost you this time? I don't remember when it was that I learned regret wasn't worth the bother. You get numb to it all over the years. The lost comrades, the broken promises, the abandoned principles. And just more nagging burdens to ignore.
Don't cry, the champion of light. Oh, a new character.
This is what the light was hiding. She's here. I must go to her.
Who are you? I don't know anything about Alan Wake 2 except for that fucking song. Meanwhile, inside an Imperial Magitech's facility in the Source.
Intruders! Fan out and find them!
Estinian!
Out of my way!
It's sneaky boyfriend time!
Stay your weapon. We are not your enemy. When the alarm sounded, I wondered what we had done to betray our presence. But I see now we are not the only intruders. Sir Estinian, I presume. The dragoon who plucked the warrior of light from the jaws of death? Your armor is most distinct.
Much as yours once was. But even without it, I see a former legator still has eyes and ears in unexpected places. Van Baelsar, in the flesh. Though I understand you prefer Shadowhunter.
You are in contact with the Scions, I take it.
Through no choice of my own, they tracked me down and conscripted me to their cause. I swear their receptionist was trained as a spy. Not that anyone can escape that Baldessian woman once she has caught the scent of your ether.
My god. Bullied by Lalafells.
If they have resorted to using freelancers, I must assume their attempts to wake the afflicted have failed. And what of their champion?
Away on other business. Thus, it has fallen to me to root out any trace of the Empire's new weapon.
If it is Black Rose you seek, you are too late. My people have already completed your mission here. Yet this is but one factory among many. When they caught wind of our efforts, they built additional facilities to ensure production continues unabated. There will be no one left in the lands they conquer. No citizens to conscript. No skills to exploit. Nothing the Empire needs. And they will call it victory.
What exactly does this Black Rose do?
The gas is described as a poison, but its actual effect is more arcane in nature. It was created to disrupt the ether in living beings, to bring the flow of their life energies to a standstill. Inhaling even the tiniest amount will cause all bodily functions to cease, much as a potent venom will stop a man's heart. Released over a city, Black Rose could conceivably kill every inhabitant, and all without damaging a single structure.
Search every corner! Rouse the barracks if you have to! I want this facility secured!
I have more questions, but now is not the time.
Sir Estinian, I have an offer for you, but I will make it only once. Since it would seem we seek the same answers, you are welcome to join us.
Ha! From what I hear, you need all the help you can get. In case you don't know, Varys himself confessed that your empire was a creation of the Ascians.
I am aware of what his Radiance said at the parley. Thus I would return to the capital, that I might behold the truth of this corruption with my own eyes. My path leads to Garlemald.
Ah, interesting. Yeah, that part's so cool. Ah, begging your pardons, miss, but you perchance intend to head outside? If so, I would strongly advise you to stray not too far from the Crystarium. Word has it that Yulmore has dispatched his military to Lakeland. Given the timing, one can only assume that you do not welcome the return of night. Even now, the Exarch is in Ocular, deliberating a response. Oh, wait, is this... Okay, cool. This is a Aether Current thing. That's it. Yeah. These are all the job quests. There's another one right here. Let's go grab that too. We just want to at least activate them so we can just get them along the way. Just slowly gather our Aether Currents as we can. Is this below us? Or above us? It's above us. What you got? Always the sightseeing point. Yeah, I think the sightseeing point. Yep, sightseeing log. Okay, I think that's it. As far as blue quests go, yeah. Let's head over to the Exarch. Exarch! Yulmore's here.
have come at a good time. As you may have heard, we have something of a quandary on our hands. Laxon Loft here in Lakeland. Yulmore has sent one of its airships. They have questions for us concerning the death of the Light Warden. Their emissary makes his way here even as we speak.
I suppose the sky does rather give the game away.
Indeed. 'Twas inevitable they would come knocking. The only question was how soon.
Well, very soon. They noticed immediately. Took them a day.
My lord, I am come with the Yulmoran emissary. May I show him in?
A moment, Captain, if you would. Everyone, gather round.
Oh, we're gonna huddle? Group huddle? Crystal Exarch most by Jonathan Bailey. Love him seeing his naked butt. What? You have? I didn't know he was naked.
I do not wish to show our hand prematurely. Forgive me this liberty.
Oh?
Vanish.
Oh shit. Invisibility. Meat. You seen his meat? Yo!
Enter.
Seen him use his... Whoa!
Well, well. The commander of the Yulmoran army himself. To what do I owe the honor, General Grant?
Wait. So earlier we were talking about, like, games that have not been referenced in 14 yet. We kind of determined that the only games that probably have not had a reference in 14 yet is 2 and 13. Would you consider Ranjit to be a 13-2 reference? Because the entire time I saw like him and him around, I was like, is that Caius? There's more important meat talk.
The Light Warden is dead, Exarch. Were your people responsible?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's really clear because to me it was very, very obvious. I was just like, this guy's exactly like Caius. And Breen would be like what's her fucking name? Yule, I think. They're like, we're acting like the exact, like the very similar dynamic, except like a little different here. Like the entire time I was like, hi Caius.
You are clearly in some haste, my lord.
Yeah.
But before I address your question, you must allow me one of my own. What is Yulmore's interest in this?
May Yule say, yeah,
Benevolent
exactly.
Lord Vorthry is gravely concerned that the actions of an ignorant few may jeopardize relations between man and Sin Eater. Should it transpire that the Crystarium is guilty of abetting the villains responsible for this outrage, my lord has decreed that it suffer the same retribution.
I see. Since you have been so candid, I too shall speak my mind. Regardless of who is responsible, the Crystarium rejoices in the Light Warden's death and welcomes the return of the night sky. If Yulmore considers this tantamount to aiding those you term villains, then by all means, carry out your retribution. Know, however, that even should every innocent soul in the Crystarium perish, nothing can stop that which has been set in motion.
Oh shit.
Folly. The death of one or 1,000 Sin Eaters changes nothing.
The world is dead, and writhe as we might, like maggots in its rotting course, it will not be reborn. Only by my master's grace may we live out our days in peace. But I waste my breath. You have made your stance clear. I shall relay your words to Lord Vorthry. In the meantime, you would do well to counsel any here who have done more than merely rejoice in recent events, to throw themselves upon Yulmore's mercy, promptly. One last matter. We are searching for a young artist and his assistant. Know you of whom I speak?
An artist and his assistant, no. I cannot say I do.
What a pity. Should they reveal themselves to you, I bid you hand them over at once. My master is most eager to see them again.
Oh shit, he knows. Oh god. Man, I love 13 too, by the way. Such a good game. Except for the ending.
Am I imagining things, or did he just stare straight at us?
Yeah, he did the badass move. He knew.
I fear he did. The General is not a man to be trifled with. He is a warrior of fearsome repute who has led Yulmore's army since before Vorthry's time, when the nation still spearheaded the fight against the Sin Eaters. One does not command the world's mightiest army, and for so long, without possessing exceptional instincts.
If Yulmore chose to send such an individual, we must assume this talk of retribution is more than an idle threat. While we are grateful for your support, my lord, we cannot in good conscience put your people in harm's way.
'Tis noble of you to say, Master Alphino, but my people have been in harm's way since long before you arrived. Yulmore has ever yearned to rule over what remains of the world. Even should we surrender the Warrior of Darkness to them, they would find some other pretext upon which to invade. The people of the Crystarium know this only too well, which is why, when the time comes, I am certain they will fight to the last man. If truth be told, I would not have been surprised had Ranjit declared war here and now.
He may have reason to delay. According to reports, the Yulmoran forces at Laxan Loft were observed taking a prisoner.
A prisoner?
A young woman believed to be none other than the Oracle of Light, Minfilia.
Minfilia?
It may be that General Ranjit wishes to convey her to Yulmore before commencing hostilities. Having mentored generations of Minfilias, it would not surprise me if he had made her capture his chief concern.
I'm sorry, generations of Minfilias?
Ah, of course. How remiss of me. I had intended to speak to you of Minfilia. There is, however, much to say, and precious little time in which to say it. I think it best that you seek out Moren at the Cabinet of Curiosity. He will be able to enlighten you. Alphino, Alize, would you care to accompany your friend? You doubtless have insights of your own to offer on the matter.
All right, though I'm still not sure I understand it all myself.
In the meantime, I will set about making provisions for war.
War! Let's kill him! Alright, let's go see what this whole many Menphilias is about. Go talk to the dude.
Yes, ever after the books pertaining to the warriors of darkness, I'm afraid though they are alone at present, we are experiencing quite a surge in popularity. Oh, you wish to learn about the Oracle of Light? Then it would be my pleasure to assist. After I finish off some outstanding tasks, that is, while I attend to them, perhaps you could fetch me the book that illustrates tale of the Oracle of Light is called. Though it's intended for younger readers, it provides an excellent summary of the subject matter, and the artwork is quite lovely besides. I would not hesitate to recommend it to anyone with an interest about learning about Menphilia. But you must see it for yourself. The book should be located in the left below. Should I say, for while there's a place for everything here, not everything's always in place despite my best efforts. In short, if the book is not where it should be, it'll almost certainly be somewhere it shouldn't. So good luck!
In the fucking library's librarian's eternal plight, having books in its right place. Hey, let's look for the book. It's not here. Oh, sightseeing point. Here we go. Look out. Got it. Okay, I don't think it's here. Let's go this way. Right, there it is. Found it in the wrong place.
Have you found the book? Yes, this is the one. I told was one difficult to track down. I'm happy to say I finished all my pressing tasks. If you want your friends over, let's begin once. Without further ado, then. It began 100 years ago, when the flood of light threatened to swallow Norvrend. As all seemed lost, a savior appeared who halted the all-consuming radiance, a maiden with hair spun of gold and eyes of clear sapphire. That was known about her save that her name was Menphilia, and for delivering the realm she became to be revered as the Oracle of Light. After stopping the flood, the mysterious maiden vanished without a trace, but 15 years later, her name would unexpectedly reappear in the annals of history. Sanators laid ruins in the kingdom of Obrut. A young girl was discovered who was immune to the creature's blighted touch. One with hair spun of gold and eyes of clear sapphire. She was hailed as the Oracle Reborn and came to likewise be known as Menphilia. Enlisting in the Yulmoran army of Menphilia fought and vanquished countless Sin Eaters. Took a screenshot. Alas, unlike other soldiers, she was eventually met her end in battle. Yet with her undying breath, she whispered into her grieving comrades, Menphilia will return. And true to her words, another young girl was discovered who possessed the self-same eyes and self-same hair, whose self-same powers. She too took the name Menphilia, and she too fought Sin Eaters as a soldier of Yulmore. She too fell in battle, and many more were to follow in the footsteps, and so the cycle continues to this day. That concludes the tale. By their valor and sacrifice, these women have saved Norvrend on numerous occasions. And were it not for them, They might never have learned of the Light Wardens in their nature.
They sound like formidable warriors.
Some, perhaps. The truth is rather less simple. Although an oracle is reborn with certain common traits, it does not inherit the memories or knowledge of the previous incarnations. All of the Minfilias thus far were discovered as ordinary girls, unversed in the ways of war and ignorant of the power they harbored. While some embraced their fate and devoted themselves to training, others did not, but all were made to face the Sin Eaters and all died to keep our hopes alive. Much like Yule from Final Fantasy XIII too.
What can you tell us of the current Minfilia? Had 13 songs of Dawn Trail. That'd be awesome. 13 has a banger soundtrack.
She was found by the Yulmoran army some 10 years ago and taken into their care. Or rather, their custody. She was a prisoner in all but name. And by that time, under Lord Valthry's rule, Yulmor had already abandoned resistance in favor of decadence. Minfilia was an uncomfortable reminder of the war they no longer wished to fight, a potential threat to the peace, and they kept her under a lock and key. For a long while, we heard nothing more of her. We couldn't even be certain she was alive, save for that it was the Yulmoran's best interest for her to remain under their control. But then, 3 years ago, a gallant soul stole into the city and rescued her from their clutches, just like a hero from the tales.
Indeed. I believe we now have a good grasp of Minfilia's tale. Thank you for your time, Maren. Might I trouble you for a word, Nur, outside? Broke my ankles again. As you have already surmised, the gallant soul who rescued Minfilia was none other than our own dear Thancred. They have since been wandering the land together, never remaining in one place for long, which is why we have not yet had a chance to meet them. We know that Minfilia journeyed here as Hydaelyn's emissary to halt the Flood of Light. It could only be her that the people of the First witnessed 100 years ago, the original Oracle of Light. But while there's plainly some connection between the woman we knew and her namesakes, the fact that these girls do not share her memories must surely mean they are not the same person. Thancred has to understand that. I have no doubt that he understands. The question is how he feels. Regardless, the Thancred we know would not forsake his charge. If she has been captured, we may be certain he will not stand idly by. There you go again, talking your roundabout way. If you think we should rescue Minfilia, just spit it out. It just so happens I agree with you. It's quite clear that this Minfilia possesses Hydaelyn's blessing. And it wouldn't hurt to have a second such individual on our side, right, Nur? White. I see you've made up your minds. Exarch, what brings you here? Report and a proposal. First, a report. Our scouts have confirmed that the Yulmoran forces at Laxenloft do indeed have Minfilia in their custody. For the present, they are holding her there, but we can be certain they will move her to Yulmor ere long. Should that happen, we may be forced to give her up as lost. So if we mean to act, we should do so quickly. Which brings me to my proposal. I ask that you entrust this undertaking to us, the people of the Crystarium.
You are doubtless eager to attempt Minfilia's rescue, and with your combined strength you may well succeed. But as I said earlier, I do not wish to show our hand unless absolutely necessary. 'Twas not merely the night sky that you restored to us, but hope. Hope for the future of Norvrand. Unlike you, we cannot contend with the Light Wardens, but so long as hope burns in our hearts, we will fight on regardless. This I will prove to you.
My friends, I thank you for gathering at such short notice. There is something I would ask you all. As many of you are aware, I received an emissary from Yulmore a short while ago in the form of General Ranjit. To my dismay, the General condemned the slaying of the Light Warden, and warned me in no uncertain terms that, should the Crystarium cast its lot with the Warrior of Darkness, there would be war. Let none be mistaken. We would be hard-pressed indeed.
A test of your reflexes!
Thank you, Chad.
Some would even call it suicide. And yet my heart cries out to fight. Better that than relinquish the hope that swelled in my breast when I beheld the night sky for the first time in 100 years.
What the fuck?
Or so says my heart. My mind, meanwhile, reminds me that to follow my heart would be to risk everything we have accomplished thus far. Clearly, this is not a decision to be made lightly, nor less alone. And so I put the question to you all. What should we do?
Then.
My lord, you already know our minds.
A test of your reflexes. Yeah. You never know when he's gonna strike, Vel. I really should turn that down. I'm actually gonna do that right now because I'm gonna forget later. Let's see, it's trigger fire. Legit jumps, yeah. Xeno's jump scare, I mean, that was the point. Okay. I gotta log in again, no. Okay, where's the Xenos one? This it? Yeah, that's it. Okay, I bumped it down from 100% to 69. Hopefully that'll work. Save it. Okay, should be fixed. That's why every time I got Xenos. Yeah, nice. Is there any other ones that are like loud that you remember? I don't think the other ones are like that loud. Origins of Magic, Change the World, Confidants. Maybe Confidants need to go down a little bit. Yeah, I'll just bump that down like by 10. What the hell is this one? Okay, should be all good. Alright, should be fine. Yay! The Titus one is a little loud compared to the others. Only ZZ sticks out of being the holy shit, dude. Yeah. Okay. I just turned it down though, so hopefully that'll not happen again.
It brought tears to our eyes to witness the knight's return. The whole of Norvrand deserves the same, and not just because some children's story tells us so.
Yulmore's influence is far-reaching. Should war break out, trade would be subject to restrictions.
We should still be careful. Xenos can come out at any time.
Struggle to make do with what little trickles through. But make
Now I just feel tempted to press and redeem. Do it. Do it. Press all the redeems, all the colorful buttons. Waste your points. That's why they're there.
Aye, we can weather such hardships. Is that not the very thing the Crystarium was built for? We have always taken pride in our ability to sustain ourselves. Not just to endure, but to thrive.
When all falls down around
I have to tell you
rise
what.
up. Those were your words.
What are you telling me? Tell me something. My poll has 4 choice. Is it tied? Wait, is it tied? Karaoke was winning, right? What happened to your poll? Tell me. Tell me your woes. Please, your woes, give them to me. Is it? I'm gonna check. It's almost perfectly tied, except one out. Wait, what the fuck? Yo, what? Okay, where is it? Where is it? Okay. Holy shit. Yeah, vote right now. And don't tie it. No tying it. Okay. Okay. Everyone go vote. No, everyone has to vote and make sure it doesn't get tied. Okay, so like legit, like tying polls is like funny haha for a little bit, but like when we legitimately need like an answer for something, it's really irritating because like it's just like we literally need to know this, like want to know how the community feels, and when everyone's just like haha we're gonna make it tie, just like dude, I'm literally asking for an opinion. I need to know this. Did the good news thing about her like good job. I just want to tell you how funny my fellow tied poll survivor sufferer. It's funny, but I want to help. I want to get people to vote. I need data. Exactly, Errol. Also, welcome in, Errol. It's like I literally need data to like know what I should do. I need to know what people enjoy, and then people just don't. It's okay. You're voting not with the intention of like tying a poll. I think that's commendable. There are some people I know that like that exclusively just like doing it for the lulz. And it's just like, dude, just vote with what you want. Like if it's a genuine poll, if it's a genuine tie, that's one thing. But when it's just like a funny haha, it's just like, come on. You're not helping anyone at this point.
There may come a day when all hope seems lost, but even should the rest of the world give in to despair, we shall not. We shall fight on, that our children and our children's children might know a better tomorrow.
You still up there? I am, Faxes. Hi. How you doing? Hope everything fantastic going.
Rousing words apart, I never much cared for those Yulmoran bastards anyway. No better than common swindlers, most of them. Wouldn't know a fair deal if it came up and kissed them on the arse.
Well, thank you for the care package. My head feels like it's about to burst, but other than that, I'm all right. I hope your head stops feeling that way. But good. Other than that, good.
Trust you to spoil the moment.
It appears we have a consensus.
Right. By the way, Fexus, you should vote in the poll that's in the pinned. We got ties to break.
Let it be known that the Yulmoran host at Laxon Loft has taken the Oracle of Light captive.
Oh my god, Crystal Exarch, he's so mysterious. I don't know who he is. Wow, I think he's a little sussy though. I think he's up to something. I don't trust him.
They fear the power she holds over the Sin Eaters, and doubtless intend to imprison her once more. So, I move that we rescue the Oracle, grant her a place among us, and let that be our answer to Yulmor's ultimatum.
Already voted? Good. You did a good thing.
Here, here!
Here, here!
He's shady as fuck.
In planning a strategy for the rescue, I open the floor to you all.
And there you have it. If Yulmore wishes to denounce us as villains, then we shall embrace our villainy. Will you do so as well?
It's not even hot out. Not even.
We will not be outdone. Consider us your partners in crime.
You say he's sus,
My lord,
even.
our proposal is as follows. We begin by deploying Amaro to occupy the skies over Lakeland. They should serve to delay the airship's departure.
Yeah, little sussy baka.
At the same time, we scatter dream powder from the air. Not all will succumb to its effects, but it should thin the enemy's numbers, affording us an opening to swoop in and liberate the Oracle.
Very good. See to your preparations.
Yeah, war.
And what exciting crimes would you have us commit? Speaking for my fellow villains, I'd say we're capable of most things, though we draw the line at indolence.
If excitement is your desire, then I bid you join the guard. Captain Lena will give you your orders.
Yay, we get to be guardsman, Captain Lena. So you'll be joining the guard, but however highly the Exarch thinks of you, you'll receive no special treatment from me. Is that clear? Where's your salute, soldier? Better. More speared than the Exarch's feeble attempts. Certainly. Now, first things first, you will need uniforms. Go to the crystalline mean and report the Catless. She will see you measured and fitted. Okay, let's get a uniform. Now it's raining again. Hate that. Ah, there's the last of them. Your friends are being measured as we speak. Right this way. We'll see to it that you look your dashing best for your first outing. Cute virus, just like all the cuties in chat. Got you all. So how do I look in my uniform? Oh, I guess we're not gonna see it. Done, are you? Let's have a look at those numbers. I see. How goes it? Sorry, Captain. Afraid we don't have anything on hand that's already fit. But we do have a few that are fairly close. We should be able to make them work with some minor adjustments. Very well then, see to it, and have the uniforms delivered directly to the field. I shall take the opportunity to brief you on the mission. As mentioned earlier, we will deploy Amaru to scatter dream powder from the air. Once the powder takes effect, an elite unit will storm the fortress and rescue the Oracle. Her safe liberation is our sole objective. Engagement is to be avoided whenever possible. I assume we're part of said unit? Correct. The unit will be divided into 2 contingents and are deploying from Fort Jobs and the other from Austral Imperative. You and Alphino will join the former. Nur, meanwhile, will join the later with me. Before you proceed your positions, you're to report the Chesamile at Spagirix. She will issue with the serum to ward off the effects of the dream powder. We shall be on our way then. Take care, my friend, and we'll see you in the field. It's quite far to the Imperative, so you may use an Amaru from the Rookery, after you've collected the serum, of course. Okay, let's get the serum and go to war. Nope, can't go this way. I remember getting lost when I was trying to find this area. So I was just like, where is it? I can't find an entrance anywhere. I didn't realize I had to jump down. I was like missing a door or something. Yes, sweetie, is there something you need? Oh, well, the guard came for your dram, were you? Here you go. A dose of this will keep you firmly in the waking world while your enemies are off in dreamland. Now, if this is your first time, I should warn you, it's bitter as sin. Prince's Kiss, they call it. But if you ask me, it should be Crone's Kiss. Just aside, the stuff really is foul. Most people gag at it like there's no tomorrow. But if you don't drain every last drop, you're liable to end up a trip to dreamland yourself. So I must ask you to drink it here and now while I watch. Come on, give the old crone a kiss. Okay. Well done, sweetie. She's dying. I'm proud of you. Well, if I didn't know any better, I'd even say you enjoyed it. Now you needn't fear falling asleep on the battlefield. Just have to care you don't lose any limbs out there, alright? They don't tend to grow back. Okay, let's go to the Amaru launch. Or like the Amaru place. Sightseeing point to get later. Yes, what do you require of me? An Amaru to take you to the Imperative, eh? As much as I would like to oblige, all of our mounts are reserved for the coming operation. I fear you will have to go by foot. But wait, there might be another way, assuming you're willing to lend a hand. I was about to deliver an Amaru to Radiska's Round, one of the locations where the beasts fly for the operation. The tower lies along the route to the Imperative. If near is good enough for you, you may take the delivery in my stead. Very good. I shall ready the Amaru for a departure at once. Wait, I have like equipment to put on. Radiska's Round is to the north and west. You can take the road or you can fly. It's up to you. Upon arriving, make yourself known to the sentry. She will give you further instructions. If you become separated from the Amaru, don't worry not. The beasts are trained to return to the Rookery. That's all. Go well. Yeah, I can use them in Amaru. I like how they give you this slight opportunity to fly before you can. Alright, here we go. Oh, you're delivering an Amaru to us? I'm afraid there's been a change of plans. We already have all the beasts we require here. Instead, this one is to go to the Imperative to the west. See to it that the handler on duty, Zizel Vantho. If you encounter trouble along the path, return here and I'll set you right ways. It is very nice that they like allow you to tour around. Technically, I could use this to like easily go around to get some Aether currents, but it would actually make it harder for me. Because then I would lose my Amaru every single time, have to go back to get it. Oh, the last Amaru. Thanks, my friend. You may leave the beast with me. Hey, I don't believe I know you. Did you join the guard recently? Ah, so that's the way of it. Fully managed to arrive. That's all that matters in the end. I bid you welcome to the Ostal Imperative, one of the key strongholds in Lakeland. The first thing you want to do is report to the captain. You'll find her at the lookout across the way. Well, let's get the Aether rate point first. Think she's up here? Yeah, I was correct. I remember things. Ah, it seems rather than the Amaru delivering you delivered the Amaru. I'll not thank you. I expect all my soldiers to make themselves useful. Speaking of which, I have a task for you. So memory-filled I am. In readiness for the operation, the Amaru will need to be treated with the same serum as us. And as you know, however, it's not pleasant. In order to coax them into taking it, we have sprinkled it in their fodder. All that remains is to feed it to them, a task that I'm sure you will enjoy. Fetch the fodder at the Amaru launch and see to ford the beast. Dismissed. First, there's a blue quest over here that I want to activate. Yeah, because I feel like that's a... There's 3 of them. Yeah. Okay, that one. I just want to get them all activated, so like if I find them along MSQ, I can just like pop them off one by one. I'm pretty sure at this point now I can actually fly around Lakeland. It's like this is a pretty open, like, early area. It's just a matter of like activating everything, which can be a little tricky. And actually I can do one of these right now. This is right here. Bubby just snoring behind me. I was just like, what the fuck is that? Oh, it's Bubs. I never remember it's all the way up here. This is like one of the ones where you have to kind of have to go out your way for. A little harder to go this way. Yeah. Let's go here. I believe the next 2 are just up here. Is this down? Just the last one? Where is it? Over here? Ah, here it is. Alright, that's done. We can get an Aether Current immediately. Wah. Perfect. That was like right here, so I might as well just done it. Alright, let's go to MSQ. Let's feed some Amarus. Where are these fuckers? Go this way. I think it's probably, yeah, there. Alright, Amaru. Prepare to be fed. Fat Chocobo. Hi, Nugget. How you doing? Hope everything's fantastic. How you doing? Hope we're having a good morning at work. Taking my tea break. Nice! I hope you're having a good tea break and a relaxing-ish day. As relaxing as work can be. Going insane for work. No! How about you give them some tea and tell them to calm down? That's the plan. Yeah, what kind of tea is it? Yammer fed? Good. The rest have already been dosed, so we need not fear any of our mounts succumbing to dream powder. All the units have now entered the final stages of preparations. The time is nigh. Make ready and await deployment atop the main watchtower. I'll send your uniform along as soon as it arrives. That is all. May night smile upon us. Hi, Mount Tees. Oh, yo! Nice. Okay. Did I have to go all the way up here? No. Okay, wait. First, I got a new weapon. Let me just put that on. Armory chest and put that on. Oh shit, I got a fancy hat. I'm gonna glame over it though. What does the gun look like? Ugly. Okay. I don't need that shit in my life. We'll wait for war to start. Still have to go up. God, it's so tall. It'd be easier if I could, you know, fly up here. Could have given me an armor to go up here, right? All right, so we're gonna go into a solo duty for this one. The operation is about to commence. Stand ready. During the operation, some of your gear will be glamored. Your attributes and abilities will be unaffected. All right, let's go. Oh no, Minfilia. And her eyes are freaky.
Keep moving. What now?
The Crystarium at a guess. Desperate fools. It'll take more than a handful of overgrown lizards to ground us.
You're gonna be... Sound the alarm!
Oh yeah, it looks so cool. In uniform. They put a bucket on my head.
Captain, the powder has taken effect.
It is time. Let us free the Oracle from their clutches.
It's the much smaller Amaru. Okay, let's go. Good music all around. Fantastic music for this game. Keep close to the wall. Okay. So many people's eeping. This truly is the EP stream. Ah, jeez. Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you're having a fantastic one. Let me like really quickly do this with my other hand. Ugh. 3, 2, 1, let's go, Cabal. How you doing, Cabal? Doing good. Just woke up for a 4 hour. Damn, Cabell. Long nap, Cabell. Hope you feel well rested after that, Cabell. Quote unquote nap, Cabell. A short sleep, Cabell. We could call it that, Cabell. You okay? Nice, Cabell. How are you? I'm doing pretty good, Cabell. Just having an EP chill Final Fantasy progress stream, Cabell. I think we made a lot of good progress today, Cabell. Yeah, very nice, Cabell. Great docu, by the way. Thank you, Cabell. I love him, Cabell. A lot, Cabell.
Let's give them a show.
You realize I was a star and thought it was a cat, Cabell? I mean, you could just say it's a cat, Cabell. In a sense, Cabell. Sometimes he acts like a cat, Cabell. Yeah. Sorry, Cabell. Just peeking out from my blinky, Cabell. We found her, Cabell. Thank you, Cabell. Are you from the Crystarium, Cabell? Correct, Cabell. We've come to rescue you, Cabell. Your weapons. Made this be the same specifications as Thancred's, Cabell. Be ready to use them, Cabell. Do we know what getting railed by Astarion smells like yet, Cabell? Yeah, we do. I know now, Cabell. By the way, thank you for that, Cabell. So yeah, I got it a couple days ago, Cabell. It smells weird, Cabell. It's like a mixture of like oaky, earthy scent and citrus, Cabell. And it's like a really odd combination. Like, it's not that bad. It's just odd, Cabell. But now I know what getting railed smells like this. Thank you, Cabell. It's always the grand mystery for me as an asexual person. Because, like, you just don't know these things, Cabell. It's research, Cabell. Curiosity satiated, Cabell. Yeah, now we know, Cabell. I might just bring it with me to Offkai and be like, hey, what does smell getting railed smells like, Cabell? Oh, there we go. Thank you for redeem. I am free. I mean, I might just do that because I'm going with Val. So Vel, my fellow Astarian simp, can smell what getting railed smells like. I'll be at off guys. Well, oh my god, I gotta bring it so you can smell it too. If you find me, you can smell the candle. I wonder if there's any restrictions on bringing candles on an airplane. I don't think there is. I'll just have it in my bag, just like at the ready. Brazen thieves. You will regret coming here. Might be okay in checked bags. Maybe. Who knows? I'll look it up. I'm not bringing a checked bag, so I guess if I can't bring it on my like my carry-on, then we're SOL. But I'll look it up first. I gotta focus here. I'm gonna try not to die. Because Ranjit can be a little tricky. Oh god, Alphino. But both Fanime and Offguy? Nice! I've been interested in going in Fanime for a long time, just haven't yet. But I am just gonna be at Offguy. Yeah, Offguy, woo! I'm bringing a secret cosplay to Offguy. I'm very excited to just debut it. Nobody will know until the day of. Yeah, woohoo. Yeah, definitely Toy Story. You figured it out. Maybe I'll meet Mr. These if I'm lucky. Oh my goodness. Okay, I gotta focus here. Gotta focus. Ow, ow. I ran too quickly. Oh god.
You, boy. You bear a striking resemblance to the artist my master seeks. By all means, keep your counsel. You will all have ample time to confess your crimes back in Yule.
Thancred?
So, you are the wretch who stole her from us.
And what if I am?
Well, that is Thancred.
Pathetic.
This is he.
Such as you are not worthy of the Oracle.
Break!
Fool! You would see your city razed.
I would sooner see it razed than conquered. Suffice it to say, we are ready to receive you.
Yeah, music is very hype in this game.
What now, Exarch? Will you face me yourself?
I think not, General. I've quite exhausted my tricks. If you mean to give chase, I will not stand in your way. But you would do well to tread warily, for your quarry goes to a place where even Yulmor dare not bear its steel. Ilmeg, the fairy kingdom.
To think that mountain of indolence still had the energy to unleash his hounds. Even the most pointless of conflicts may alter a world's course. And now the plan has gone awry. But how? How did the so-called Crystal Exarch bring the hero of the Source to the First? As if I didn't have enough on my hands already. Then again, with a soul such as that, mayhap there is another way. One which does not require bloodshed.
Like sex.
Not so long ago, here in the shadow of the northern ranges, lay the great kingdom of Verbert. A nation with a proud history that the Sin Eaters cut short, just like all the rest. Since that time, these lands have become a haven for Fey folk. Dreamers frolicking amidst the ruins of a forgotten realm.
Ilmeg. Ilmeg's so pretty.
We should be safe enough here. It's good to see you again, my friends. I don't know about you, but it feels like years since last we met. 5 of them in my case.
Why, it only feels like 1 to me, but long enough to warrant a more convivial reunion either way. What brought you to Laxon Loft?
The girl, Minfilia, she and I were traveling together, hunting Sin Eaters. But as we were nearing Lakeland, she abruptly ran off on her own. I found her too late to stop the Ulmorans from taking her prisoner. And as I was considering rescue options, I observed that the Crystarium was on the move. So I consulted the Exarch, who apprised me of the details of the operation and issued me certain instructions. Should the situation take a turn for the worse, I was to see you all safely to Ilmeg. And here we are.
Urianger has called this place home for a while now, yet we have never called upon him, I am ashamed to say. 'Twas only at the Crystarium that we met.
Hardly surprising. This is not the sort of place one visits on a whim. Happily, having trespassed on Urianger's hospitality for a spell, Minfilia and I have an idea of how things work around here. Sooner or later, the Ulmorans will come after us. But before they do, the Exarch bids us accomplish 2 things. First, rendezvous with Urianger. And second, eliminate the Light Warden of this land.
So, Minfilia. What made you leave Thancred behind, if you don't mind me asking?
You. The hero from another world. I was asleep when I felt it. A presence. Someone I was meant to meet. They were close and I knew I had to go to them. But with all the commotion in Lakeland, I was afraid that Thancred wouldn't let me.
And would I have been wrong? Had I arrived a moment later, you would be back in your cell in Yulmore. And now we have Ranjit snapping at our heels. You really have outdone yourself this time.
I'm sorry. Thank you for saving me.
Don't be an asshole, Thancred. Horrible father arc. Hate it.
Oh, poor thing being scolded so.
Who said that? Show yourselves.
Come now, put away that frown and have some fun with us. Yes, let us have some fun. Lots and lots of fun.
Which way was it to Urianger's?
We've been there so many times, but I can't. Why can't I remember?
Damn it all. We're already caught in their spell.
Ilmeg is the fairy kingdom, and as one might expect, it is home to the Fae folk. The most prominent among them are the pixies, who have a penchant for making mischief. They use powerful illusions to play tricks on all who venture into their domain. By way of example, they can make a familiar path seem wholly unfamiliar, or lead you to believe that you're somewhere you're not. And where we are now, I'm sorry to say, entirely at their mercy. There we gotta do glam shit. As it stands, we cannot hope to find the way to Urianger. For that, we must convince the pixies to lift the spell. From what I can make of the voices, the creatures want to play with us. If that is the case, they should permit us to find their village, Lita Loran. Come, I have a sneaking suspicion this path will lead us directly into their midst. Oh, and I should mention that Minfilia has been informed of our situation, of the different worlds on our mission. You may consider her an ally. All right, let's make our way down. Honestly, if you have not done so, I recommend, like, you know this fog thing? That the fog is a temporary thing. So, like, do a New Game Plus and just, like, go back to Ilmeg and fly around while it's foggy. You can get some really cool pictures that way. I've done that a few times. Yeah, note it down. So cute. Leaf men. Surely those aren't people. Surely. All right, let's get these right. Okay, so with that, now that we're in Ilmeg, this is the perfect place to stop. We managed to like tie this whole stream up in a bow, really. We like handled a giant plot point, and now we're in the next plot point. So thank you so much for joining me for the next little bit of Shadowbringers. It's now time for 12 more hours. Man, if only. I got work tomorrow, dude. I mean, if I could, I would. I love Shadowbringers. Like, honestly, I'm tempted to like keep going, even though I know I should not, and I won't, because I'm showing a very rare bout of self-restraint. You know. Let's see. Because I'm so excited to get into the Ilmeg portions, because Ilmeg's fun. Like, genuinely, it's such a fun area to learn about, like, all the different like people in there, all the peoples in there, the pixies. It's so cool. I love Ilmeg. Honestly, most of the areas I can gush about all day, like world building wise, like how fun everything is. It's so good. It's so good. Let's see who's online. How about Day? Let's see how long she's been streaming. That's about the time she would stop. We're gonna... This should be fun. We're gonna be rating Kana. So Kana's currently playing Final Fantasy VII Remake. So this is not the game that just came out. This is the first of the remake series. So if that interests you, then go pop in and say hi and howdy and all that stuff. Tomorrow I am going to be on Errol stream. We were playing One-Armed Robbers, I think. One-Armed Robber. It's gonna be really fun. It's like a little free Steam game that we're gonna play together. And I'm most likely not going to be streaming my perspective, so it's all gonna be on Errol stream. So go see that if you want to like watch us play games and be cool. Errol's awesome. Go follow him. And then I don't know what I'm doing next week as stream wise, other than like the weeklies. Oh wait, I do know something. So Next week, Tuesday's normal, so told me Tuesdays. Wednesday is my 2nd anniversary stream, so I'm gonna be playing Spider-Man starting at 7 p.m. that day. No matcha stream that day. And then Friday is gonna be finishing up Omega. I have no idea what I'm doing Monday or Thursday. I know that next week's kind of the last full week for me, because the week after that it's like a very dicey, because it's like the moving week is after that. So Monday or Thursday it's probably going to be Final Fantasy. I don't know, maybe I'll figure something else out, maybe a collab if I think of anything to do. But yeah, but that's the general gist. I'm probably gonna be streaming Monday through Friday, as I have been recently with the pre-move stuff. Like, I want to stream a lot before I go on a break, so we'll figure it out. But you'll see me tomorrow on Errol's. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I will see you tomorrow on Errol's stream. Bye.